आइटम नंबर 1 श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण जी, आप बैठ जाए। माननीय सदस्य प्लीज, माननीय सदस्य प्लीज, प्लीज माननीय सदस्य प्लीज।
धन्यवाद जी। ऑनरेबल
आपको बोलने का मौका दूंगा बजट के बाद। माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी।
ऑनरेबल स्पीकर, आई प्रेजेंट द बजट फॉर द ईयर 2021-2022।
2000 मैं बजट प्रस्तुत करने के लिए खड़ी हुई
ऑनरेबल
हूँ।
स्पीकर,
माननीय अध्यक्ष
the
जी,
preparation of this budget
इस बजट की
was
तैयारी में
undertaken in circumstances
ऐसी
like
परिस्थितियों में
never
तैयारी की
before.
गई है जैसा
We knew
अभूतपूर्व
of
स्थितियां थी,
calamities that have
आपदाएं थी
affected
जिसने
a
प्रभावित
country
किया हमारे
or
देश
a
को
region
और हमारे
within a
क्षेत्र को।
country. But what we have
लेकिन
endured
जो
with
हमने
COVID-19
कोविड-19 में जो देखा
2020
2020 में,
sui generis. When I presented the budget
जब मैं बजट प्रस्तुत कर रही हूँ
2020-2021,
2020-21 का,
we could not have imagined
हमने ये
that
सोचा
the
नहीं
global
था
economy,
कि जो
already in
आर्थिक
throes
व्यवस्था
of a
है
slowdown,
वो उसमें
would
इतनी
be
अधिक
pushed
मंदी
into an
होगी
unprecedented
और
contraction.
अभूतपूर्व इस तरह की
We
घटना
could have
घटेगी।
also imagined,
हमने ये भी
we
नहीं
could not have also imagined
हम ये भी नहीं सोच
then
पाए थे उस
that
समय
our people,
कि
as
लोग
those in other countries,
जो दूसरे देश के
would
लोग
have
हैं
to endure the loss of near and
उनको
dear ones
अपने
and suffer
सगे
hardships
संबंधियों
brought about
से वंचित
due
होना
to a
पड़ेगा
health crisis.
और उनके स्वास्थ्य संबंधी
The
संकटों का
risk of
मुकाबला
not
करना
having a
पड़ेगा।
lockdown was
और
far
जो
more,
लॉकडाउन हुआ
far
उसकी
too
वजह
high.
से
Within 48 hours
48
of
घंटों में
declaring a 3-week long complete
3
lockdown,
सप्ताह का
the Prime Minister
लॉकडाउन
announced
घोषित
the
किया गया
Pradhan
माननीय
Mantri
प्रधानमंत्री जी
Garib
के द्वारा
Kalyan Yojana,
और उस दौरान
valued at
प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण
2.76
योजना
lakh crores,
की घोषणा की गई
that provided
जिसकी
free
वजह से
food, free food grain
जो
to 800
फूड ग्रेन
million
खाद्यान्न है वो
people,
प्रस्तुत किए गए
free
वो दिए
cooking
गए
gas
बांटे गए
for 80
और
million
कुकिंग
families
गैस
for months,
दी
and
गई
cash directly to over
सीधे
400 million
400
farmers,
मिलियन 400
women,
करोड़ लोगों को,
elderly, the poor,
महिलाओं को,
and the
वृद्धों को,
needy.
गरीब लोगों को जो
Even
है
as a
खाना
large
बनाने की
section
गैस
of
रसोई गैस
citizens
दी
stayed
गई
home, milk,
और
vegetables, food
सब्जियां,
suppliers,
खाद्य
health and sanitary
खाद्यान्न
workers,
और जो
truck
सफाई
drivers,
कर्मचारी हैं, ड्राइवर
railways
हैं,
and public
रेलवे
transport
और जो
workers,
यातायात
bank
के
employees,
जो कर्मचारी हैं, बैंक के
electricity
कर्मचारी
workers,
हैं, बिजली
अन्नदाताs,
के काम में लगे हुए
police,
लोग हैं
firemen
और
and the armed
फायरमैन
forces
हैं
all
और
had
जो
to go about their work as
उन्होंने
normal,
सभी ने
but with the
एक सामान्य
additional anxiety of the
सामान्य समय की
virus
तरह काम किया
hanging over them.
और
We recognize this,
हम
and I think I
हम
speak
इसको
on behalf
मानते
of
हैं और
everybody
मैं
in
सभी
this
के
august house
तरफ से इस
when I
माननीय सदन में
express
मैं
my
बोल रही हूँ
heartfelt
जब
gratitude
मैं अपना
to
आभार
these
व्यक्त कर
men
रही
and
हूँ
women for
महिलाएं
how they
और
were able
पुरुष
to carry out their
वो
work
अपना काम
and
कर पाए
duty to provide for the nation's
और
basics over
राष्ट्र को
those
वो बुनियादी
crucial
सुविधाएं
months.
जरूरतें
Speaker
उनकी
sir,
पूरी करा पाए।
The
अध्यक्ष
public
जी,
for public good, honorable members of parliament
सभी माननीय
and members
सांसदों
of
ने
legislative
और
assemblies
विधायकों
too
ने
offered their salaries.
विधायकों ने भी अपने
In May
वेतन से
2020,
योगदान
the government
दिया।
announced
2020-21
the
में
Atmanirbhar
सरकार ने
Bharat
आत्मनिर्भर भारत पैकेज की
To
घोषणा की
sustain the recovery
ताकि जो
further
वसूली
into
की
the
जा
year,
सके
we
और
also rolled out
हमने
2 more
दो
Atmanirbhar
और
packages,
आत्मनिर्भर पैकेज
2 and
की
3.
घोषणा की 2
Total
और 3
financial impact of
और
all the
उसका
Atmanirbhar
वित्तीय
Bharat
प्रभाव
packages,
जो पड़ा है
including measures taken by
और
the
जो तरीके लिए
RBI,
गए
was
आरबीआई के द्वारा जो
estimated to
कदम
be
उठाए गए
about
वो
27.1 lakh
27.1
crores,
लाख
which
करोड़
amounts
के
to more than
उन्होंने हमने
13%
कदम
of our
उठाए और जो
GDP.
हमारे सकल घरेलू उत्पाद का
As a
30%
government,
था और
we kept a
सरकार
watch on the
सरकार में होने के
situation
नाते
and
हमने
were
स्थिति की
proactive in
निगरानी
our
की
responses.
और उसके लिए हमने
The
कदम उठाए।
government led by the Prime Minister
प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में हमने
to deliver
संसाधनों
for
की तरफ
most
ध्यान दिया
vulnerable
और
sections
जो
of our society,
समाज के
the
गरीब
poorest of the
वंचित
poor,
लोग
the
हैं,
Dalits,
गरीब लोग हैं,
the
दलित
tribals,
हैं,
the
आदिवासी
elderly,
हैं,
the
वृद्ध लोग
migrant
हैं
workers
और जो
and our
प्रवासी
children.
मजदूर हैं,
The
बच्चे हैं,
Pradhan
उनके लिए
Mantri Garib
हमने कदम
Kalyan
उठाए।
Yojana,
प्रधानमंत्री
the
गरीब
3
कल्याण योजना
Atmanirbhar
3
packages
उनके
and
लिए पैकेज
announcements
की
made
घोषणा की
later
गई
were
और
like 5 mini
5
budgets in
छोटे
themselves.
बजट जो है उस तरीके से श्रृंखला में प्रस्तुत किए गए।
The Atmanirbhar packages
आत्मनिर्भर पैकेज
accelerated our pace of
उससे
structural reforms.
जो हमने अवसंरचना को सुधार करने के लिए हमने कदम उठाए और माइनिंग क्षेत्र में, खनन के क्षेत्र में, कृषि के क्षेत्र में सुधार किए गए और पब्लिक सेक्टर के पीएसयू के क्षेत्र में एक राशन कार्ड और उत्पादन के संबंधी जो है हमने प्रोत्साहन के लिए कई नीतियां चलाई इस समय में और आयकर का जायजा लिया गया, टीबीटी और वित्तीय समावेशिता की तरफ भी हमें ध्यान दिया। आज
India has 2
भारत
vaccines
के
available
पास 2
and has
वैक्सीन
begun
उपलब्ध
immediately
हैं और ये
safeguarding not only her own
सिर्फ
citizens
हमारे अपने नागरिकों की
against
सुरक्षा के लिए नहीं है
COVID-19,
बल्कि
but
कोविड-19 के
also
लिए
those
बल्कि
of
वो
100 or more countries.
100 देशों
It
से
is
अधिक
added comfort to
उनको
know
भी इससे
that
लाभ
2 or
मिलेगा
more vaccines
और
are also expected soon.
और हम जल्दी हमें उम्मीद
Honorable
है कि
Prime
2 और
Minister
वैक्सीन आ जाएंगी
launched the
प्रधानमंत्री
vaccination
जी ने
drive
वैक्सीनेशन
by
अभियान की
crediting and
शुरुआत की
thanking our scientists.
और हमारे
We are
वैज्ञानिकों
ever
का आभार
grateful
व्यक्त
for the
किया
strength and
हम
rigor
उनके
of
आभारी
their
हैं
efforts.
और जो प्रयास उन्होंने
Having
किए
said
हैं
that,
इस ये कहते हुए
we are all
हम
reminded time
सभी
and
हमें याद है
again
कि
that our fight against
हमारा
COVID-19
कोविड-19 के
continues
खिलाफ हमने
into
संघर्ष किया और
2021.
2021 में भी
Now,
हमारा ये संघर्ष जारी
just as
रहेगा
it happened
जैसा
after the
हुआ
2 world
2
wars,
विश्व युद्ध के बाद जैसी
there are
स्थिति हुई थी
signs that the political,
विज्ञान ने
economic
राजनीतिक
and strategic
आर्थिक और
relations
हम
in
सामरिक
the
संबंध
post-COVID
जो है
world are
पोस्ट
changing.
कोविड-19 में वो
This
बदले
moment in
हैं
history
और ये
is the
इतिहास
dawn of a
में
new era,
इसे एक नए युग
one
की
in which
शुरुआत हुई
India
है
is well
एक तो वो
poised
जिसमें हम
to truly
बिल्कुल
be the land of promise and hope.
हम वायदों का
I
एक हमारा देश
borrow the
है
words of
हमने
Rabindranath
रविन्द्रनाथ
Tagore.
टैगोर जी की
Faith
जो
is the
बात है
bird
कि
that feels the light
जो
and
हम
sings when the
प्रकाश महसूस करते हैं
dawn is
प्रकाश
still
देखते हैं
dark.
और उदय हो रहा है
Faith
नई
is the
नया
bird
प्रभात नया
that
उजाला आ
feels
रहा
the
है
light
और
and
हम
sings when the dawn is still dark.
और अभी हम देख रहे हैं
In
कि जो
this
उदय हो रहा
spirit,
है लेकिन अभी थोड़ी
I
उसमें
can't
कालिमा
help
है
but recall
हम
the
ये नहीं
joy that we as cricket-loving
हम
nation
जो क्रिकेट
felt
प्रेमी
after the
देश
Team
हैं
India's recent
और हमारे
spectacular
अभी
success
हाल
in
ही में
Australia.
क्रिकेट की टीम ने जो है ऑस्ट्रेलिया पर विजय प्राप्त की है
It has reminded us
इससे हमें याद
of
पड़ता है
all
कि
the qualities
सभी
that
जो
we as a
गुणवत्ताएं
people,
हैं हमारे
particularly
अंदर
our youth,
हमारे जो युवा
epitomize
हैं
of
वो
having abundant promise
उन्होंने
and the
बहुत अधिक
unsuppressed
प्रगति की है
thirst
और
to
हमें
perform and to succeed.
और वो उन्होंने बहुत
Today,
अच्छा
data
अपना
shows
प्रदर्शन
that
किया
India
ये
now
दिखाता
has
है
one of
कि
the
भारत
lowest
जो
death
है
rate of
में मृत्यु दर
112
सबसे कम
per
है
million population and one of the lowest
1000
active
और
cases
हमारे
of
जो
about
कोविड-19 के जो
130
मामले हैं वो
per
भी
million.
130 हैं
This has laid
प्रति
the
मिलियन और ये
foundation
सबसे
to
कम
the
है
revival
और
we are
ये
seeing now
दर्शाता है
in
कि
the
अब
economy.
हम आर्थिक
This budget
आर्थिक स्थिति
will
में
be
भी
the
हम मजबूत
first
हो रहे हैं
of
ये
this
पहला
new
बजट है
decade.
इस नए दशक का ये
This
पहला
budget
बजट है
will also
ये
be
बजट
a digital
ये
budget and that
डिजिटल
has
बजट है
happened with all your support.
और ये सभी आपके
So
समर्थन
far,
से सहयोग से हो
only
पाया है
3 times
अभी तक सिर्फ
has a
3 बार
budget followed
बजट
a contraction in the economy.
इससे भी इसमें दिखाया गया
All
कि हमारी
such
अर्थव्यवस्था जो है
contractions
वो
earlier were as a
उसमें
result of
प्रभावित हुई
situations
है
typical to India.
और ये भारत
This time,
के
the
अनुरूप है
contraction
ये
in
जो
our economy
हमारी
is due to
अर्थव्यवस्था
a
में जो
global
खिंचाव हुआ है
pandemic,
वो इसलिए
just
क्योंकि
like
इस समय विश्व
several
के स्तर पर
just like
आपदा
in
आ
several
गई
other
थी
countries.
और जैसे कई दूसरे देशों ने
Having
इस
said
आपदा
that,
को झेला है
I
ये
want
कहते
to
हुए
confidently
मैं
state
पूरी तरह से
that our
विश्वस्त
government
हूँ
is
कि
fully
सरकार
prepared
पूरी तरह
to
तैयार है
support
और हम
and
समर्थन करने को तैयार हैं
facilitate
और
the
हम
economy's reset.
अर्थव्यवस्था को
This
हम
budget
को
provides
पूरी तरह से
every
मजबूती प्रदान करने के लिए
opportunity for our
प्रयासरत हैं
economy to
इससे
raise
हम
and
चाहते हैं
capture the
कि
pace that it needs for a sustainable growth.
और हम चाहते हैं कि समावेशिकता के साथ वृद्धि हो
2021 is the year
2021
of many
में
important
कई
milestones for our
महत्वपूर्ण
history.
हम
I
कदम
mention a
उठाएंगे।
few of these.
मैं उनमें से
It
कुछ
is
का
the
जिक्र करूंगी।
75th year
ये
of
75वां वर्ष है
independence,
आजादी का
60 years of
60
Goa's
वर्ष हो चुके
accession
हैं
to India,
भारत में
50 years of the
50 वर्ष
1971 India-Pakistan
उन
war.
भारत
It will be the
पाकिस्तान का जो
year
युद्ध था
of the
उसको 50 वर्ष
8th
पूरे हो चुके हैं
census of
और
independent
जन-
India.
और हमारी
It will
स्वतंत्रता
also
का भी
be
70वां वर्ष
India's
है।
turn at the BRICS presidency,
BRICS
the year
presidency
for our
भी हमें
Chandrayaan
मिलेगी और
3
चंद्रयान
mission
3
and the
मिशन
Haridwar
और
Mahakumbh.
हरिद्वार में महाकुंभ जैसे जो है महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम होंगे
Honorable Speaker,
माननीय अध्यक्ष
before
जी,
I commence
मैं
part A of the budget,
बजट के
I
बारे में
want to
बात
take a
करूं, उससे
moment
पहले मैं
to acknowledge how
मैं बताना
isolating
चाहूंगी कैसे
and
हमने
distancing seem like
दूरियां
insurmountable
बनाते
challenges
हुए हमने
for a
चुनौतियों
country
का
like
सामना
ours
किया। हमारे जैसे
that
देश
has
में
people coming together
लोग
in times of
समय
crisis.
पर आगे आए हैं
It hurts us
और
in
इससे
many
हमें
ways.
कई
It
तरीके से
hurt
हमें
us
आघात
in many ways.
पहुंचा है।
I bow my head
मैं-
in respect
मैं
to
सम्मान में
every citizen
हर नागरिक
for
के
the
के सम्मान
endurance
को सम्मान
shown
करती हूँ
in facing
जिन्होंने
what was an undeniably a
जिस तरह की
tough year
चुनौती का सामना
for
किया है
all our physical and mental
राजकोषीय
well-being.
और मानसिक रूप से हम स्वस्थ रहें
Part A.
पार्ट
In Part A, I wish to lay
का
a
में
vision
मैं
for Atmanirbhar Bharat.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत का एक
Atmanirbhar
परिकल्पना
Bharat
है
or
जिसको मैं प्रस्तुत करना
Atmanirbharta
चाहती हूँ।
is not a
आत्मनिर्भरता
new
के-
idea.
ये नया विचार
Ancient
नहीं है
India was
पुरातन
largely
भारत
self-reliant
जो है
and
आत्मनिर्भर
equally
रहा है
a
और उसी
business
तरीके से
epicenter
हमारे
of the
जो
world.
कारोबार का हम दूरी रहे
Atmanirbhar
हैं
Bharat is
आत्मनिर्भर
an
भारत
expression of the
एक
130 crore Indians
130
who have
करोड़
full
लोगों की
confidence
अभिव्यक्ति है
in
जिनका
their
पूरा
capabilities
विश्वास है
and skills.
जो
We are already part of international groupings
हम
such
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय
as
दलों
the
के हम हिस्सा
G20
हैं,
and the
G20,
BRICS.
BRICS
The
का हम
Coalition
हिस्सा हैं
for Disaster
और
Resilient
और
Infrastructure
हम चाहते हैं कि
and the
अफगानिस्तान का
International
विकास हो
Solar
और
Alliance
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय
are
जो सौर
realities
ऊर्जा
today
है उसमें भी
due
हम
to
अपना
India's
योगदान दें।
efforts.
भारत ने इसमें
The
अच्छे प्रयास
proposals
किए
in
हैं, जो
Parte
प्रस्ताव आए
will
हैं,
further
वो
strengthen
उससे हमें
the
मजबूती मिलेगी
sankalp
और
of
हमारा जो संकल्प
nation
है वो और
first,
मजबूत होगा
doubling farmers' income,
और किसानों की
strong
आय दुगनी होगी,
infrastructure,
अवसंरचना
healthy
जो है
India,
मजबूत होगी
good
और
governance,
भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था मजबूत होगी,
opportunities
अच्छे-
for youth,
और युवाओं को अच्छे अवसर
education for
मिलेंगे,
all,
शिक्षा सभी को मिल पाएगी,
women empowerment,
महिलाओं का सशक्तिकरण
and
होगा
inclusive
और इसके साथ
development,
साथ विकास जो है
among
वो
others.
समावेशिक होगा।
Additionally,
इसके
also
अतिरिक्त
on the path to fast implementation
हम जो हैं
are the 13 promises
13 जो
we had
वायदे किए
made
हैं उसको हम
in
पूरा
the
कर
budget of
पाएंगे।
2015-16,
2015-16 में जो वायदे किए थे
which
हम
were
उसको
to
पूरा कर
materialize
पाएंगे और
during
उसको
the
हम
Amrit
मूर्त रूप दे
Mahotsav
पाएंगे।
of
अमृत
2022
महोत्सव
on the
2022 का
75th year of
75वां
our
वर्ष होगा
independence.
हमारी आजादी
They
का
too
2022
resonate
में और
with the
उसमें
vision of Atmanirbharta.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत की
The
गूंज
budget
को ही
proposals for 21-22
पूरा कर
rest
पाएंगे
on 6
और
pillars:
6 ये
health and
स्तंभ हैं,
well-being,
स्वास्थ्य
physical and financial
और
capital
वित्तीय
and
पूंजी
infrastructure,
और अवसंरचना का विकास,
inclusive development for
समावेशिता का
aspirational
विकास
India,
हो, भारत
reinvigorating human capital,
और मानवीय
innovation
मानवता
and
जो
R&D,
संसाधन है उसको
and
मजबूत
a
करें
sixth,
और
minimum government
न्यूनतम
and maximum governance.
अधिक
I now
कम
move
लोगों
to
के साथ
talking about the
शासन
first
चला सकें।
pillar,
पहला
health
जो
and
स्तंभ है
well-being.
स्वास्थ्य और सबका
Even at the
कल्याण हो।
outset,
या
I
जो
would like
आरंभ
to
में ही
say
मैं
that
ये
the
कहना
investment
चाहूंगी
on
कि
health
जो स्वास्थ्य
infrastructure
और अवसंरचना
in
के
this
क्षेत्र में निवेश
budget
किया गया है
has increased
बजट में
substantially.
उसमें काफी अधिक बढ़ोतरी की गई
Progressively,
है
as institutions absorb more,
और इसको आप
we
देख
shall
पाएंगे
commit
संस्थान
more.
हमारा जो
Taking a
प्रतिबद्धताएं हैं
holistic approach
हम
to
समग्र
health,
रूप से इस
we
कार्य को आगे
focus
बढ़ाएंगे
on strengthening
और हम
3 areas:
3 क्षेत्रों को
preventive,
मजबूती प्रदान करेंगे
curative, and
क्यूरेटिव
well-being.
और हम चाहेंगे सबका कल्याण हो
Health
सबकी
systems.
सबकी तरफ ध्यान देंगे जो हमारी
A
स्वास्थ्य
new
व्यवस्थाएं हैं
centrally sponsored
उसमें
scheme,
केंद्र द्वारा प्रायोजित
PM
योजनाएं हैं
Atmanirbhar Swasth
आत्मनिर्भर
Bharat
स्वस्थ
Yojana,
भारत
will
योजना
be launched
इसको
with
शुरू
an
किया
outlay
जाएगा।
of about
इसमें
64,180 crores
64,180 करोड़ रुपए का की लागत से हम इस परिव्यय का
over
आरंभ
6
करेंगे।
years.
इसमें परिव्यय होगा
This will develop
और इससे
capacities
हमारी
of
क्षमता का
primary,
विकास होगा,
secondary and
प्राथमिक
tertiary care
और
health systems,
जो हमारी स्वास्थ्य
strengthen
व्यवस्थाएं
existing
हैं, वो
national
सुधरेंगी, उसको
institutions,
मजबूती मिलेगी और
and
जो हमारे
create new
संस्थान हैं, इस कार्य
institutions
में लगे हुए
to
नए
cater
संस्थान
to
हैं,
detection
वो भी इस
and
पर
cure
ध्यान दे
of
पाएंगे
new
और वो
and
नए
emerging
और
diseases.
जो रोग हैं,
This will be in
उभर रहे हैं,
addition to the
उसकी तरफ
National
वो ध्यान
Health
दे
Mission.
पाएंगे और इससे जो
The
हमारा
main
स्वास्थ्य मिशन
interventions
है,
under
वो
the
आगे
scheme
बढ़ेगा।
are
ये जो योजनाएं
support
हैं,
for over 17,000 rural and 11,000 urban health and wellness centers,
क्षेत्रों में जो
setting
wellness
up
center हैं,
integrated
उस पर
public
ध्यान दे
health
पाएंगे
labs
और
in
इसके
all
लिए
districts
प्रयोगशालाएं
and
शुरू की जाएंगी।
3,382 block public health units in 11 states,
11 राज्यों में
establishing
और
critical care
critical
hospital
care
blocks
अस्पताल
in
होंगे,
602
blocks में
districts
682
and 12
जिलों में
central
और
institutions.
केंद्रीय संस्थान होंगे।
Strengthening of National
इससे
Center for Disease
हमारे जो
Control,
राष्ट्रीय केंद्र हैं वो
its
होंगे
5 regional branches
5 इसके
and 20
क्षेत्रीय
metropolitan
केंद्र
health
होंगे और
surveillance
20
units.
इकाइयां
Expansion
होंगी।
of the
इससे
integrated health
एकीकृत
information portal
जानकारी मिल
to
पाएगी,
all
इसके लिए
states
पोर्टल
and
होगा सभी
UTs
राज्यों में,
to
केंद्र शासित
connect
प्रदेशों
all
में,
public
ताकि हम
health
सभी
labs.
सार्वजनिक जो प्रयोगशालाएं हैं
Operationalization of
स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में,
17
उनको जोड़ सकें।
new
17 नई
public health units
public health
and
unit
strengthening
होंगी
of
और
33
इससे
existing
33 जो
public health
मौजूदा
units
public health
at
unit
points
हैं,
of entry,
उनको मजबूत कर
that is
पाएंगे,
at
उनको
32
सशक्त कर पाएंगे
airports,
और 42 हवाई
11
अड्डे होंगे,
seaports
11
and 7
seaports
land
होंगे
crossings,
और land
setting
crossing
up
होंगी
of
और
15 health
15
emergency
health
operation centers
emergency operation
and
center
2
होंगे
mobile
और 2
hospitals,
मोबाइल हॉस्पिटल होंगे
and
और
setting up of a national institution for
राष्ट्रीय
One
संस्थान
Health,
होंगे,
a regional research platform
केंद्रीय
for
अनुसंधान प्लेटफॉर्म
WHO,
होंगे,
World
WHO,
Health
World
Organization,
Health Organization,
Southeast Asia
Southeast
region
एशिया
office,
क्षेत्र में
9
9
biosafety level
biosafety
3
level के 3
laboratories
प्रयोगशालाएं
and
होंगी
4
और
regional
4
national
क्षेत्रीय
institutes
राष्ट्रीय स्तर के
for
संस्थान होंगे।
virology. Nutrition.
न्यूट्रिशन
To
पोषण के
strengthen
क्षेत्र
nutritional
में हम
content,
चाहते हैं कि हमारा जो
delivery,
पोषण है वो अच्छा
outreach,
हो और
and
ये सभी
outcome.
को सभी
We
को
will
पौष्टिक
merge
भोजन
the
मिले।
supplementary
इसके लिए हम
nutrition program
supplementary
and the
nutrition
Poshan
program चलाएंगे,
Abhiyan
कार्यक्रम
and
चलाएंगे, पोषण
launch
अभियान
the
चलाएंगे
Mission
और
Poshan
इसके लिए मिशन
2.0.
चलाएंगे
We shall adopt
Vision
an intensified strategy
और इसमें जो
to
हम रणनीति
improve
बनाएंगे,
nutritional
योजनाएं
outcomes
बनाएंगे ताकि
across
इसका
112 aspirational
112
districts.
एस्पिरेशनल जो districts हैं,
Universal
उसमें
coverage
ये
of
इसको
water
कार्यक्रम को चलाया
supply.
जाएगा और पानी की आपूर्ति
The
सभी
World
जगह
Health
हो।
Organization
WHO
has repeatedly
ने
stressed
बार-बार इस
the
बात पर
importance
जोर
of
दिया है
clean
कि
water,
स्वच्छ
sanitation
जल
and
मिले,
clean
साफ सफाई
environment
हो,
as
पर्यावरण
a
साफ हो,
prerequisite to
और ये
achieving
तीन आवश्यक
universal health.
जरूरतें हैं हमारी
The Jal
ताकि हम
Jeevan
सभी को
Mission
जल
Urban
जीवन मिशन
will be launched.
उसको
It aims
शुरुआत
at
की जाएगी।
universal
इसका
water
उद्देश्य ये
supply
है कि सभी
in
को
all
जल आपूर्ति हो सके।
4,378 urban local bodies
जो से अधिक
with
जो हमारी लोकल बॉडी है वहाँ पर जल
2.86
मिल
crores
सके, पानी मिल
household
सके और
tap
सभी जगह पानी
connections
पहुँच
as
सके,
well as
पानी का
liquid
connection
waste
दिया जा सके
management
और
in
जो waste management है
500
उसको भी आगे
Amrit
बढ़ाएंगे
cities.
और
It will be implemented over
इसको
5 years
5
with
सालों
an
में इसको लागू
outlay
किया जाएगा।
of
इसमें परिव्यय होगा
2,87,000 crores.
2,87,000 करोड़ का परिव्यय आएगा, इसमें खर्च आएगा।
Swachh Bharat and Swasth
स्वच्छ
Bharat.
भारत और स्वस्थ भारत
For further swachhata
इसको और
of
अधिक
urban
स्वच्छता
India,
को बढ़ाने के लिए
we
शहरी क्षेत्रों में
intend to
हम
focus
चाहते
on
हैं कि
complete fecal
पूरी
sludge
तरीके से
management
स्वच्छ प्रबंधन
and
के लिए
wastewater
प्रयास करें,
treatment,
वेस्ट वाटर
source
ट्रीटमेंट के लिए प्रयास
segregation
किए
of
जाएं
garbage,
और कूड़े का
reduction in
को अलग
single-use
किया जा
plastic,
सके, प्लास्टिक
reduction
से
in air pollution
और जो
by
हवा में
effectively
पर्यावरण
managing
प्रदूषण होता है,
waste
उसको
from
कम किया जा
construction
सके और
and
जो निर्माण
demolition
के क्षेत्र में जो
activities
जिससे
and
प्रदूषण होता है, उसको भी ठीक
bioremediation
किया जा सके
of all
और
legacy dump sites. The
इसके लिए
Urban
dump
Swachh
site जो
Bharat
हैं,
Mission
स्वच्छ भारत मिशन में
2.0 will be implemented
इसको
with a
लागू किया
total
जाएगा।
financial allocation of
इसके लिए कुल वित्तीय आवंटन होगा
1,41,678 crores over a period of 5 years
5 वर्ष
from
के लिए
2021.
2020-21 से ये कार्यक्रम शुरू हुआ।
Clean
इसकी
air.
शुरुआत की जाएगी, clean जल
To
स्वच्छ
tackle the
वायु
burgeoning problem of air
क्योंकि
pollution,
पर्यावरण
I propose to
दूषित
provide
होता है,
an
उसके लिए
amount of 2,217 crores of
217
rupees
करोड़
for
रुपए
42 urban
45
centers with a
शहरी क्षेत्रों के लिए
million
रखे
plus
जाएंगे,
population
जो
in
हमारी
this
जनसंख्या
budget.
है इस क्षेत्र में।
Scrapping policy.
और जो
We are separately
scrap
announcing,
की-
Honorable
उसके लिए
Speaker,
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी हम अलग
a
से नीति का
voluntary
घोषणा करेंगे।
vehicle scrapping
जो
policy.
scrapping
to
नीति
phase
है,
out old and
ताकि
unfit
जो
vehicles.
पुराने जो हमारे
This will help in
कूड़ा कचरा
encouraging
है,
fuel
उसको-
efficient,
इससे जो ईंधन है,
environment
वो
friendly vehicles,
ईंधन हमारा जो
thereby
पर्यावरण के
reducing
अनुरूप होगा
vehicular
और
pollution
कचरा जो
and
है
oil import
और
bills.
हम तेल का जो आयात करते हैं उसके उसके खर्च में
Vehicles
कमी
would
आएगी
undergo fitness tests
इसके लिए
in
फिटनेस टेस्ट
automated
होगा, व्हीकल का
fitness centers
वाहनों का फिटनेस टेस्ट
after
होगा
20 years in case
20
of
वर्ष
personal
के बाद
vehicles
अगर
and after
वाहन
15
है
years
और 15
in
वर्ष
case of commercial
जो
vehicles.
वाणिज्यिक वाहन है उनके
Details
15
of the
साल और
scheme
बाकी
will
दूसरे
be separately
निजी वाहनों के लिए 20
shared
साल।
by the ministry.
इसके लिए मंत्रालय कदम उठाएगा।
Vaccines.
वैक्सीन
The pneumococcal vaccine,
नई कोकन
a
वैक्सीन
made in India product,
जिसको भारत
is
में
presently
जिसका भारत में
limited
बनाया
to
गया
only
है
5
और
states.
जो 5
It will
राज्यों
be
में
rolled out across the country.
जो सारे देश में
This
जिसका
will avert
इस्तेमाल किया
more
जाएगा।
than 50,000 child
50,000
deaths
बच्चों की
annually.
जो मृत्यु हो जाती है उसको रोका जा सकेगा।
Honorable Speaker,
माननीय
I
अध्यक्ष
have
जी,
provided 35,000
मैंने
crores
35,000
of
करोड़
rupees
रुपए का आवंटन
for
किया है
COVID-19
कोविड-19
vaccine
वैक्सीन के लिए
in this year 21-22.
2000
I am committed to provide further funds if
मैं
required.
यदि आवश्यकता होगी तो और
So
भी
the budget
निधियां उपलब्ध
outlay for
कराऊंगी। जहां
health
तक
and
बजट
well-being
परिव्यय का संबंध है
is
स्वास्थ्य और कल्याण के लिए
2,23,846
करोड़ रुपए
in
रखा
this
गया है और इसके
21-22
अनुसार यह 20
as
21 में
against
जैसा
the
कि हमने
bill
देखा
of
है कि
only
जो बिल था केवल
94,452 crores,
94,452 करोड़
and it
का
marks
था
an
और
increase
यह
of
वृद्धि होगी लगभग
137%.
127%।
The details of the same
और
are
इसी
at
की जो
Annexure
विवरण
1
है
of the
वह
speech.
अनुबंध 1 और 2 में दिए गए हैं।
Honorable Speaker, I
माननीय
now move
अध्यक्ष
to the
महोदय,
second
अब मैं
pillar,
अब दूसरी
physical
बात
and
पर जाती
financial
हूँ जो
capital
कि वित्तीय
and
परिव्यय
infrastructure.
और ढांचागत विकास के संबंध में है।
Atmanirbhar Bharat,
आत्मनिर्भर भारत
production-linked
जो
incentive
उत्पादन
schemes
से
are
संबंधित
things which
लिंक
I would like
परियोजना
to
है।
place
इस संबंध
an
में मैं
emphasis.
आपके सामने
For
बहुत
a
दबाव देकर
$5
यह कहना
trillion
चाहती हूँ जहाँ तक
economy,
5 ट्रिलियन
our
अर्थव्यवस्था का
manufacturing
संबंध
sector
है और
has to grow in
विनिर्माण
double
क्षेत्र का
digits on a
संबंध है। इसके लिए
sustained basis.
विनिर्माण को दुगने अंक पर
Our
बढ़ना
manufacturing
होगा।
companies
जहाँ तक
need to
विनिर्माण
become an
कंपनियां
integral
हैं,
part
उन्हें
of global
बहुत ही
supply
अभिन्न अंग
chains,
बनाना होगा
possess core
विश्व
competence
स्तर
and
पर आगे
cutting-edge
बढ़ने के लिए,
technology.
और साथ ही
To
साथ
achieve
प्रतिस्पर्धा
all
में
of the
आगे
above,
बढ़ाना होगा, ताकि
PLI
सभी
schemes
प्रकार
to
की
create
PIL
manufacturing
योजनाएं
global
हैं वहाँ
champions
पर
for an
विश्व
Atmanirbhar
के
Bharat
साथ
have
प्रतिस्पर्धा
been
कर सके
announced for
आत्मनिर्भर
13
भारत बनने के
sectors.
लिए, और यह
For
13
this,
क्षेत्रों में
the
दी
government
गई
has
है,
committed
और
nearly
भारत सरकार ने इसके लिए
1.97 lakh
1.97
crores
करोड़
over 5
रुपए
years
5
starting
वर्ष की
this
अवधि के लिए दी
financial
गई
year.
हैं, जिसकी आरंभ
This
इसी वर्ष से
initiative
होगा।
will help
इसके
bring
साथ ही
scale
हमें
and size in key
स्वास्थ्य और
sectors,
हमारे के जो मूलभूत
create and
क्षेत्र
nurture
हैं
global
उसमें हमें
champions and
विश्व
provide
स्तर पर हम
jobs to our
उभरेंगे
youth.
और हमारे युवाओं को इससे रोजगार भी मिलेगा।
Textiles.
जहाँ तक
To enable
कपड़ा
the
का संबंध
textile
है, टेक्सटाइल
industry
का
to
संबंध है,
become
मैं कहना
globally
चाहती हूँ
competitive,
कि विश्व स्तर पर हम
attract
चाहते हैं
large
कि प्रतिस्पर्धा
investments
करें,
and
इसके लिए
boost
बहुत ज्यादा
employment
निवेश की
generation.
आवश्यकता
A
है,
scheme
और
of
इसके लिए
mega
एक योजना है
investment
मेगा
textile
निवेश
park
टेक्सटाइल
will be
पार्क।
launched
यह
in addition
शुरू
to the
किया
PLI
जाएगा
scheme.
PIL योजना
This
के
will
अतिरिक्त,
create
और इसके माध्यम
world-class
से विश्व
infrastructure
स्तर का ढांचागत विकास
with
किया जाएगा,
plug-and-play
और
facilities
इसमें
to
ऐसी
enable
सुविधाएं दी
create
जाएंगी जिससे
global
कि
champions
विश्व
in
स्तर के जो
exports.
चैंपियन हैं
7
वह
textile
निवेश
parks
में हम
will be
उनको बढ़ा
established
सकें। 7
over
ऐसे पार्कों
3
की
years.
स्थापना की जाएगी 3 वर्ष के भीतर।
Infrastructure.
लेकिन जहाँ
The
तक
National
ढांचागत
Infrastructure
विकास का संबंध है,
Pipeline,
राष्ट्रीय
which I
ढांचागत
announced in
पाइपलाइन,
December
जिसकी घोषणा मैंने
2019,
दिसंबर
is the first
2019
of
में
its
की थी,
kind.
वह अपने आप में
Whole
एक
of government
अलग प्रकार की
exercise
योजना थी।
ever
पूरी जो
undertaken by
सरकारी
Government
योजना
of
है
India.
जो कि भारत
The
सरकार द्वारा
NIP
की गई है,
was launched
NIP
with
इसकी
6,835 projects.
6,805
The project
परियोजनाओं के
pipeline
साथ शुरू
has
की
now
गई थी। यह
expanded to
परियोजनाएं जो पाइपलाइन है, ये 7,400 योजनाओं तक फैली है।
217
लगभग
projects
217 जो
worth
परियोजनाएं हैं जो कि
1.10 lakh crores
1.10
under
लाख
some
करोड़ के
key
हैं,
infrastructure
कुछ
ministries have
मूलभूत
been
परियोजनाओं के
completed.
और मंत्रालय के तहत
The
उनको पूरा
NIP
कर दिया
is a
गया है।
specific
यह
target
जो हम एक
which
विशेष
this
लक्ष्य
government
लेकर
is
चले हैं,
committed
और यह
to
सरकार पूरी
achieving
तरह
over the
प्रतिबद्ध है
coming years.
कि वह
It
आगामी
will
वर्षों
require
में से पूरा
major
करेगी,
increase in
और
funding
इसमें बहुत
from
ज्यादा
both
हमें
the
निधियां
government
चाहे
and the
सरकारी
financial
और
sector.
वित्तीय क्षेत्र
In
से
this budget,
मिलेंगे इस वर्ष के बजट
I
में।
propose to take
मैं प्रस्ताव करती हूँ
concrete steps
कि
to
मैं
do
कठोर
this
कदम
in
उठाऊंगी।
3 ways.
यह 3 तरीके से काम
Firstly,
किया जाएगा।
by
पहला काम
creating the
किया जाएगा कि
institutional
मैं
structures.
संस्थागत
Secondly,
ढांचागत
by a
विकास
big
करूंगी,
thrust on
और मैं
monetizing assets.
जो
And thirdly,
आस्तियां हैं
by
उनका
enhancing
विमुद्रीकरण
the share of
करूंगी, और
capital
साथ ही
expenditure
साथ जो
in central
खर्च है
and
वह
state
केंद्रीय और
budgets.
राज्य बजट में उसको भी बढ़ाऊंगी।
Infrastructure
लेकिन
needs
जहाँ तक
long-term
ढांचागत नेम
debt
है,
financing.
वह लंबी अवधि के जो
A professionally
इसमें वित्त है,
managed
वह पेशेवर रूप से इनका
development
प्रबंधन किया
financial
जाता है,
institution
और इसमें
is necessary to
संस्थागत
act
चीजों
as a
का विकास
provider,
करना होगा। इसे
enabler
परंतु के रूप
and
में लाकर
catalyst
हम
for
एक
infrastructure
ऐसा काम
financing.
करेंगे जिससे
Accordingly,
हम
I shall
बेहतर रूप से
introduce a
काम
bill
करें, और
to
इसके
set
अनुसार
up a
मैं एक ऐसा विधेयक
development
लेकर आऊंगी
financial
ताकि हम
institution. I
ऐसे
have provided
संस्थानों
a
को
sum of
विकसित कर सकें, और
20,000
इसके
crore
लिए मैंने
rupees
20,000 करोड़
to
रुपए
capitalize this
आवंटित
institution.
किए हैं
The
इस
ambition
संस्थान के
is
लिए,
to have
और
a
हमारी
lending
महत्वाकांक्षा यह
portfolio
है कि हम
of at
एक
least
ऐसी
5 lakh
पोर्टफोलियो
crores
बनाएं जिसमें
for
5
this
लाख
DFI
करोड़ इस
within
DFI
3
के लिए
years'
दिए
time.
जाएं, और यह 3 वर्ष के भीतर दिया जाएगा।
Debt financing of
जहाँ
InvITs
तक
and rates by
चीजों
foreign
का संबंध
portfolio
है, जिसमें
investors
कि
will be
हम
enabled
इसमें
by
ध्यान
making
देंगे कि किस प्रकार
suitable
से हम इसमें
amendments
आगे
in
करें,
the relevant
और इसमें
legislations.
यह सब
This
काम
will
करके हम
further
यह काम
ease
करेंगे
access
महोदय।
of
इसके
finance to
माध्यम
InvITs and
से जो
rates,
ऐसी
thus
जो चीजें हैं
augmenting
उनका विकास
funds
किया
for
जाएगा, और
infrastructure
साथ ही
and real estate
साथ हम
sectors.
जो रियल एस्टेट क्षेत्र में है उसको भी
Asset
हम काफी बढ़ा देंगे।
monetization.
लेकिन जहाँ तक
Monetizing
आस्ती
operating
विमुद्रीकरण का
public
संबंध है,
infrastructure.
इस संबंध में आपको कहना चाहती हूँ
Monetizing operating
कि
public infrastructure
यह जो
assets
हम
is a very important
यह एक
financing
बहुत ही
option for
महत्वपूर्ण वित्त
new
पोषण विकल्प है
infrastructure
एक
construction.
नई
A
आस्तियों के
national
लिए।
monetization
मैं
pipeline of
संभावित
potential brownfield
ब्राउनफील्ड
infrastructure assets
अवसंरचना आस्तियों
will
की
be
एक
launched.
राष्ट्रीय मुद्रीकरण पाइपलाइन
An asset
लॉन्च की
monetization
जाएगी।
dashboard
एक आस्ती
will also
मुद्रीकरण
be
डैशबोर्ड
created
की
for
प्रगति को
tracking the
ट्रैक करने
progress
के लिए और
and to
निवेशकों को
provide
देखने की
visibility
सुविधा प्रदान
to
करने के लिए
investors. Some important
किया
measures
जाएगा।
in the direction of monetization
मुद्रीकरण की दिशा
are
में कुछ महत्वपूर्ण उपाय निम्नलिखित
National
हैं।
Highways
नंबर
Authority
1
of India
भारतीय राष्ट्रीय
and the
राजमार्ग प्राधिकरण और
PGCIL each have
PGCIL
sponsored
में से
one
प्रत्येक ने
InvIT
एक
that will attract international
INVIT प्रायोजित की है जो
institutional
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय तथा
investors.
घरेलू संस्थागत
5
निवेशकों को आकर्षित
operational
करेगी।
roads with an
5,000
estimated
करोड़ रुपए के
enterprise value of
अनुमानित
5,000
उद्यम
crores
मूल्य
of
के साथ
rupees
प्रचलित
are
हो
being
रही 5
transferred to the
सड़कें
NHAI in WIT.
NHAI
Similarly,
INVIT को अंतरित की
transmission assets
जाएगी।
of value
इसी तरह
7,000
7,000
crores
करोड़ रुपए
will
की
be
ट्रांसमिशन
transferred to
आस्तियां
the PGCIL in WIT.
INVIT
Railways
के
will
लिए
monetize
अंतरित की जाएंगी।
dedicated freight
रेलवे
corridor
समर्पित
assets
भाड़ा
for
कॉरिडोर आस्तियों
operations
को
and
चालू
maintenance
होने के
after
पश्चात
commissioning.
प्रचालन और रखरखाव
The
के लिए
next lot
मुद्रीकृत
of
करेगा।
airports will be monetized
विमानपत्तनों
for
का आगामी
operations
लॉट
and management
प्रचालनों और
concessions.
प्रबंधन रियायत के
Other
लिए
core
मुद्रीकृत
infrastructure
किया
assets that
जाएगा।
will be rolled out under the asset
अन्य प्रमुख
monetization programs are
अन्य प्रमुख अवसंरचना आस्तियां जो
NHAI
मुद्रीकरण कार्यक्रम के
operational
अंतर्गत
toll
रोल आउट
roads,
की जाएंगी वे
2
हैं
transmission
NHAI
assets of
प्रचालनात्मक टोल
PGCL,
रोड
3 oil and gas
PGCIL की ट्रांसमिशन
pipelines of
आस्तियां
GAIL, Gas Authority of India
IOCL
Limited,
तथा
IOCL and
HPCL का
HPCL,
तेल और गैस पाइपलाइनें
Airports
Tier
Authority
2
of India airports in tier
और
2
Tier
and 3
3 शहरों
cities,
में
other railway
AAI
infrastructure
विमानपत्तन
assets,
अन्य रेलवे अवसंरचना आस्तियां
warehousing assets of
केंद्रीय
CPSE, such
वेयरहाउसिंग
as the
निगम
Central
जैसे लोक
Warehousing
उद्यम
Corporation
वेयरहाउसिंग
and
आस्तियां तथा
NAFED,
नेफेड
among others,
इत्यादि
and
और
sports
खेल
stadiums.
स्टेडियम।
Sharp increase in capital budget
पूंजीगत बजट में तीव्र
in the
वृद्धि।
BE
बजट अनुमान
2020-21.
2020-21
had
में
provided
हमने
for
पूंजीगत व्यय के लिए
4.12
4.12 लाख करोड़ रुपए
for
प्रदान
capital
किए थे।
expenditure. It was our effort
हमारा यह प्रयास
that in
था
spite
कि
of resource
संसाधनों की
crunch,
कमी के
we
बावजूद
should
हमें
spend
पूंजी
more on
पर
capital,
अपेक्षाकृत
and we are
अधिक व्यय
likely to
करना
end
चाहिए
this
और
year
हम वर्ष
at
के
around
अंत तक लगभग
4.39 lakh
4.39 लाख
crores,
करोड़
which I
रुपए
have
खर्च
provided
करने
in the
की
RE of
उम्मीद रखते हैं।
2020-2021. For 21-22, I propose a sharp
2021-22 के लिए मैं
increase in
पूंजीगत
capital
वृद्धि में तीव्र
expenditure
वृद्धि का
and
प्रस्ताव
thus have
करती हूँ
provided
और इस प्रकार
5.54 lakh
5.54 लाख करोड़
which
रुपए
is
प्रदान किए गए हैं जो
34.5%
2021 के बजट
more than
अनुमान
the
से
BE of
34.5%
2020-2021.
अधिक है।
Of this, I
इसका
have kept
मैंने
a sum of more than
परियोजनाओं
44,000
कार्यक्रमों
crores in the
विभागों
budget
के
head
लिए प्रदान
of
किए
the
जाने वाले
Department of
आर्थिक कार्य
Economic
विभाग के
Affairs
बजट शीर्ष में 44,000 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक राशि रखी है
that show good progress in
जो
capital
पूंजीगत व्यय पर
expenditure
अधिक
and
प्रगति
are in
दर्शाती
need of
है और
further
अधिक
funds.
निधियों की
Over
आवश्यकता
and
है।
above this
इस
expenditure,
व्यय के अतिरिक्त
we would also
हम
be providing
राज्यों
more than 2
और
lakh
स्वायत्त
crores
निकायों को
to
उनके
states
पूंजीगत व्यय के
and
लिए
autonomous
2
bodies
लाख करोड़
for
रुपए
their
से अधिक
capital
की राशि भी
expenditure.
प्रदान करेंगे।
We will also work out specific
हम
mechanisms
अवसंरचना के
to
सृजन
nudge
पर
states
अपने
to
बजट में
spend
अधिक
more of
खर्च
their
करने
budget
के लिए
on
राज्यों को
creation
प्रेरित
of
करने के लिए विशिष्ट
infrastructure.
तंत्र भी तैयार करेंगे।
Roads and highways
सड़क
infrastructure.
और राजमार्ग अवसंरचना
More than 13,000 kilometer length of
3.3 लाख
roads
करोड़ रुपए
at
की
a
लागत
cost of
से
3.3
13,000
lakh crores
किलोमीटर से
has
अधिक
already
लंबाई
been
के
awarded
सड़कों का
under the
भारतमाला परियोजना के
5.35
अंतर्गत
lakh crores
5.35
Bharatmala
लाख करोड़
Pariyojana
रुपए का
project,
ठेका
of
पहले
which
ही दे दिया गया है
3,800
जिसका
kilometers
3,800
have been
किलोमीटर भाग
constructed.
निर्मित हो गया
By
है।
March
वर्ष
2022, we
2022
would be
तक हम
awarding
दूसरे
another 8,500 kilometers and
किलोमीटर का
complete an
ठेका देंगे
additional
और
11,000
राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग
kilometers of
गलियारों के
national highway
11,000
corridors.
किलोमीटर को पूर्ण करेंगे।
To further augment road infrastructure,
सड़क अवसंरचना
more
को और
economic
बढ़ाने के
corridors
लिए
are
और
also
अधिक
being
आर्थिक
planned.
कॉरिडोर की भी योजना
Some
बनाई
are
जा रही है। कुछ इस प्रकार है।
3,500 kilometer of national highway
1.03
works
लाख करोड़ रुपए
in the
के निवेश
state
से
of Tamil
तमिलनाडु
Nadu
राज्य में
at an
3500
investment
किलोमीटर
of
के राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग निर्माण
1.03
करेंगे।
lakh crores. These include
इनमें
Madurai
मदुरई
corridor,
कोल्लम कॉरिडोर,
Chittur Thatchur corridor, and construction will
शामिल
start
हैं और निर्माण
next year.
कार्य आगामी वर्ष से प्रारंभ होगा।
Second, 1,100
केरल में
kilometer of national
मुंबई
highway
कन्याकुमारी
works
कॉरिडोर
in
के
the state
600
of
किलोमीटर
Kerala
सेक्शन
at an
सहित
investment of
65,000 करोड़ रुपए के निवेश
65,000
से
crores,
केरल राज्य में 1100
including
किलोमीटर राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग का निर्माण कार्य है।
including 600
और
kilometer
इसमें
section of Mumbai Kanyakumari
मौजूदा सड़क
corridor
कोलकाता से
in
सिलीगुड़ी
Kerala.
के उन्नयन सहित 25,000 किलोमीटर की लागत का राष्ट्रीय निर्माण कार्य
Third,
इसमें शामिल है।
675 kilometer of
और
highway
इसके
works
साथ
in
जो
the state of West Bengal
पश्चिम बंगाल,
at a
पश्चिम
cost
बंगाल, मैं कहती हूँ पश्चिम बंगाल
at at a cost of
कोलकाता सिलीगुड़ी के
25,000 crores,
25,000 करोड़ की लागत से
including
पश्चिम बंगाल राज्य में
upgradation of existing road
675 किलोमीटर
Kolkata
राजमार्ग
Siliguri.
का निर्माण कार्य है।
National highway works of around 19,000 crores
असम राज्य
are
में इस समय
currently in
लगभग
progress in the
19,000
state of Assam.
करोड़ रुपए के राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग निर्माण कार्य आसाम में चल
Further
रहे हैं।
works
इसके
of more than
अतिरिक्त राष्ट्रीय
34,000
राजमार्गों
crores
के 1300
covering more
किलोमीटर
than
से अधिक को कवर
1,300
करते हुए
kilometers of national highways
34,000 करोड़
will be
रुपए से अधिक के
undertaken
निर्माण
in
कार्य
the
आगामी
state
3
in the
वर्षों में
coming 3
राज्य में
years.
निष्पादित किए जाएंगे।
Some of the flagship corridors
कुछ फ्लैगशिप
and other
कॉरिडोर और
important
अन्य महत्वपूर्ण
projects that
परियोजनाएं
would see
जिनमें
considerable activity in
2021-22 में पर्याप्त कार्यकलाप
2021-22 are
दिखाई
in
देंगे
Annexure 2
अनुबंध
to my
2 में
speech.
दी गई हैं मेरे भाषण के।
I am also providing
मैं
an enhanced outlay
सड़क परिवहन
of
और राजमार्ग मंत्रालय के 1,18,101 करोड़ रुपए का बढ़ा हुआ 1,18,101
for
करोड़
Ministry
रुपए
of
का
Road
बढ़ा हुआ परिव्यय भी
Transport and
प्रदान कर रही हूँ जिसमें
of
से
which
पूंजी के लिए
1,08,230
1,08,230 करोड़
crores
रुपए
is for capital,
हैं जो अब
the
तक का
highest ever
सर्वाधिक है।
provided. Railway infrastructure.
रेलवे अवसंरचना
Honorable Speaker, sir,
माननीय अध्यक्ष
Indian
महोदय,
Railways
भारतीय
have
रेलवे ने
prepared a
भारत के
national
लिए
rail
एक
plan
राष्ट्रीय
for
रेल
India
योजना
2030.
2030
The
तैयार
plan is
की
to
है।
create
इस
a
योजना को
future-ready
2030
railway
तक भविष्य
system
के लिए
by
तैयार रेलवे
2030.
तंत्र सृजित करना है।
Bringing down the logistic
हमारे
costs
उद्योगों के लिए
for
परिवहन
an
लागत को कम
industry
करना
is at the core
मेक
of our
इन इंडिया
strategy
को समर्थ
to
बनाने के
enable
लिए हमारी
Make in
रणनीति
India.
का मुख्य बिंदु
It is
है।
expected
यह
that Western
संभावना है कि
dedicated
पश्चिम
freight
समर्पित
corridor
भाड़ा
and Eastern
कॉरिडोर
dedicated
और
freight
पूर्वी
corridor will be
समर्पित
commissioned
कॉरिडोर
by June
जून 2022
2022.
तक चालू हो
The
जाएगा।
following additional
निम्नलिखित
initiatives
अतिरिक्त
are
पहल
also
प्रस्तावित
proposed.
हैं।
The Son-Nagar Gomo section
2021-22 में पूर्वी डीएफसी का सोननगर गोमो खंड 263.7 किलोमीटर पीपीपी मोड में शुरू किया जाएगा और यह इस वर्ष शुरू किया जाएगा। 274.3 किलोमीटर का गोमो दानकुनी खंड भी इसके तत्काल बाद शुरू किया जाएगा।
Succession. We will undertake future dedicated freight corridor projects, namely East Coast Corridor from Kharagpur to Vijayawada, East-West Corridor from Bhusawal to Kharagpur to Dankuni, and North-South Corridor from Itarsi to Vijayawada. Detailed project reports will be undertaken in the first phase. Broad gauge route kilometers, RKM as they refer to, electrified is expected to reach 46,000 kilometers, 46,000 RKMs. That is 72% by end of 2021 from 41,548 RKMs on 1st October 2020. 100% electrification of broad gauge routes will be completed by December 2023. For passenger convenience and safety, the following measures are being proposed. We will introduce the aesthetically designed Vista Dome LHB coach on tourist routes to give better travel experience to passengers. The safety measures undertaken in the past few years have borne results. To further strengthen this effort, high-density network and highly utilized network routes of Indian Railways will be provided with an indigenously developed automatic train protection system that eliminates train collision due to human error. I am providing a record sum of 1,10,055 crores for railways, of which 1,07,100 crores is for capital expenditure only. Urban infrastructure. We will work towards raising the share of public transport in urban areas through expansion of metro rail networks and augmentation of city bus services. A new scheme will be launched at a cost of 18,000 crores to support augmentation of public bus transport services. The scheme will facilitate deployment of
यह
innovative
योजना
PPP
20,000
models
से अधिक
to
बसों के
enable
लिए
private
वित्त
sector
अधिग्रहण
players
प्रचालन
to
और रखरखाव
finance,
के
to
लिए
acquire, to
निजी क्षेत्र
operate
के
and to
प्लेयरों
maintain
को
over
सक्षम बनाने के लिए
20,000
नव
buses.
प्रवर्तनकारी पीपीपी
The scheme will
मॉडलों की
boost
तैनाती को
the
सुकर
automobile
बनाएगी।
sector,
यह योजना ऑटोमोबाइल
provide
सेक्टर को
fillip to
संवर्धित
economic
करेगी,
growth,
आर्थिक
create
समृद्धि में
employment
तेजी लाएगी,
opportunities for our
हमारे
youth,
युवाओं के लिए
and
रोजगार
enhance
अवसर सृजित
ease of
करेगी और
mobility
शहरी
for
निवासियों के
urban
आवागमन की
residents.
सुविधा को बढ़ाएगी।
A total of 702 kilometers
702
of
किलोमीटर
conventional
परंपरागत मेट्रो
metro is
प्रचालन में है
operational, and another
और
1,016 kilometers of metro and RRTS is under construction in 27 cities. Two new
दो नई
technologies,
प्रौद्योगिकियां
that is
अर्थात
Metro Light
Light
and Metro
और
Neo,
मेट्रोनिया
will be deployed
मेट्रोनियो
to
समान
provide
अनुभव
metro
सुविधा
rail
के साथ
systems
अपेक्षाकृत
at
कम
much
लागत
lesser
पर
cost,
मेट्रो रेल
with
तंत्र
same
प्रदान करने के लिए
experience,
तथा टियर 2
convenience
शहरों में
and
सुरक्षा
safety
तथा
in
टियर
Tier
1
2
शहरों के
cities
परिधि
and
क्षेत्रों में
peripheral
तैनात
areas
की
of
जाएगी।
Tier 1 cities also. Central counterpart
केंद्रीय
funding will
हिस्से
be
की
provided
धनराशि
to
निम्नलिखित को दी जाएगी।
Kochi Metro
कोच्चि
Railway
मेट्रो
Phase
रेलवे
2
फेज 2
of 11.5 kilometer at a cost of 1,957.05 crores.
1,957.05 करोड़ रुपए होगी।
Chennai Metro
चेन्नई
Railway
मेट्रो
Phase
रेलवे
2
फेज 2
of
जिसकी लंबाई
118.9 kilometers
118.9
at
किलोमीटर
a
और
cost of
लागत
63,246 crores.
63,246 करोड़ रुपए होगी।
Bengaluru Metro
बेंगलुरु
Railway
मेट्रो
Project
रेलवे
Phase
फेज
2A and
और
2B
2B जिसकी
of
लंबाई
58.19 kilometers
58.19
at a
किलोमीटर और
cost
लागत
of 14,788
करोड़
crores.
रुपए होगी।
Nagpur Metro Rail
नागपुर
Project
मेट्रो रेल
Phase 2
परियोजना फेज
and
2 और
Nashik Metro at a cost of
जिसकी लागत क्रमशः
5,976
करोड़
crores
रुपए और
and 2,092 crores
92 करोड़ रुपए
respectively.
होगी।
Power
विद्युत
infrastructure.
अवसंरचना
The past 6 years
पिछले 6 वर्षों में
have seen a
विद्युत
number of
क्षेत्रों में
reforms and
कई सुधार
achievements
और उपलब्धियां
in power
देखने में
sector.
आई हैं।
We
हमने
have added
स्थापित क्षमता में
139
139
gigawatts
गीगावाट्स का
of
इजाफा किया
installed
है
capacity, connected an additional
2.8 करोड़
crore
अतिरिक्त घरों में
households,
कनेक्शन
and
दिए
added
हैं
1.41 lakh
1.41 लाख
circuit
सर्किट किलोमीटर
kilometers
की
of
अतिरिक्त
transmission
ट्रांसमिशन
lines.
लाइंस बढ़ाई
The
हैं।
distribution
देश भर
companies
में
across the
संवितरण
country
कंपनियों का अपना
are
एक अधिकार
monopolies,
रहा है,
either
चाहे
government
वह
or
सरकारी
private.
कंपनियों या निजी
There is a
कंपनी।
need to
अब हमें
provide
प्रतिस्पर्धा
choice to the
को बढ़ाने
consumers
की
by
जरूरत
promoting
है,
competition.
जिससे कि उपभोक्ताओं को
A
विकल्प मिल
framework will be
सके।
put
एक
in
ऐसा
place
फ्रेमवर्क तैयार किया
to
जाएगा
give
जिससे
consumers
उपभोक्ता एक से अधिक
alternatives to
संवितरण
choose
कंपनियों में
from
से अपना
among
चुनाव
more
करने का
than
विकल्प रख
more than
सकेंगे।
one distribution companies. I read that sentence
मैं
again.
इसको पुनः
A
पढ़ना चाहती हूँ।
framework
एक
will be
ऐसा
put in
फ्रेमवर्क
place
तैयार
to
किया
give
जाएगा
consumers
जिससे उपभोक्ता
alternatives
एक
to
से अधिक
choose from
संवितरण कंपनियों
among
में
more
से
than one
अपना चुनाव
distribution
करने का
company.
विकल्प रख
The
सकेंगे।
viability of distribution
इन संवितरण
companies
कंपनियों
is
की
a serious
व्यवहार्यता के प्रति
concern.
बहुत बड़ी
A
चिंता है।
revamped,
आने वाले 5 वर्षों में
reforms-based, result-linked power distribution sector scheme
3
will be
लाख
launched with an
5,984
outlay of
करोड़ रुपए के परिव्यय से एक परिष्कृत एवं
3,05,984
सुधार आधारित तथा
crores
परिणाम संबद्ध विद्युत
over 5
वितरण
years.
योजना 5 वर्ष में शुरू की जाएगी।
The scheme will provide
इस योजना
assistance
से
to DISCOMs
को
for
बुनियादी
infrastructure
संरचनाओं
creation,
को तैयार करने में
including
सहायता मिल
prepaid
सकेगी,
smart metering,
जिसमें प्रीपेड
feeder
स्मार्ट मीटरिंग
separation,
सिस्टम्स का
upgradation of
उन्नयन आदि
systems,
आते हैं,
etc.
जो कि वित्तीय सुधार
tied
से
to
जुड़े हुए
financial
हैं।
improvements. Prime Minister,
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने
while speaking
नवंबर
at the third reinvestment
2020 में तीसरे
conference in November
रीइन्वेस्टमेंट कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोलते
2020,
समय
had announced
एक
plans to launch a
वृहद राष्ट्रीय
comprehensive national hydrogen energy
मिशन को
mission.
तैयार करने की
It is now proposed
योजना
to
की
launch
घोषणा की
a
थी। अब
hydrogen energy
2021-22
mission
में एक
in
हाइड्रोजन एनर्जी मिशन शुरू
2021-22
करने का
for generating
प्रस्ताव
hydrogen
किया गया है,
from
जिसके
green
तहत
power
ग्रीन पावर
sources.
स्रोतों से हाइड्रोजन को पैदा किया
Ports,
जा
shipping and
सकेगा।
waterways.
पोत
Major ports will be
नौवहन
moving
जलमार्ग
from
बड़े बड़े
managing
पत्तन
their
जो कि अपने
operational
संचालन
services
सेवाओं
on
को
their
खुद
own
देखते हैं
to a
अब एक
model
ऐसे
where a
मॉडल के
private
रूप में
partner will
सामने
manage
आएंगे
it for
जिसका
them.
प्रबंधन इसके निजी
For the
भागीदार
purpose-
द्वारा किया जाता होगा।
For the purpose,
इस उद्देश्य
7
के लिए
projects
वित्तीय
worth more
वर्ष
than 2,000
2021-22
crores
में सरकारी
will
व
be
निजी
offered by the
भागीदारी
major
पीपी के तहत
ports
प्रमुख पत्नों के
on
द्वारा 7
private-public
परियोजनाएं
partnership
प्रस्तावित की
mode
जाएंगी,
in
जिनके तहत
FY 21-22.
21-22 में
A
और
scheme
इसके
for
तहत
promoting
2000 करोड़ रुपए
flagging
से
of merchant
अधिक
ships
होगी।
in India will be launched by providing subsidy
भारत
support
में
to
मर्चेंट शिप को
Indian
बढ़ावा
shipping
देने की
companies
योजना शुरू की जाएगी,
in
जिसमें
global
मंत्रालयों
tenders
और CPSI
floated
के
by
द्वारा
ministries
जारी
and
किए जाने वाले
CPSCs.
विश्व स्तरीय
An amount of
निविदाओं में भारतीय शिपिंग कंपनियों की
1,624
सब्सिडी के
crores
माध्यम से
will
सहायता
be
दी जा
provided
सकेगी।
over 5 years.
इसके लिए आने
This
वाले 5
initiative
वर्षों में 1624 करोड़
will
रुपए की
enable
राशि
greater
उपलब्ध कराई
training
जाएगी।
and employment
इस प्रकार के
opportunities
प्रयास से
for
ग्लोबल शिपिंग
Indian
में भारतीय
seafarers,
कंपनियों की
besides
हिस्सेदारी के
enhancing
बढ़ने के
Indian
अलावा
companies'
इंडियन
share
सीफेयरर्स,
in global shipping.
सीफेयररों के लिए प्रशिक्षण और रोजगार के
India has
बेहतर
enacted
अवसर सुलभ हो
recycling of
सकेंगे।
Ships Act in 2019
भारत ने
and
एक
acceded to
रिसाइकलिंग
the
ऑफ
Hong Kong
शिप एक्ट
International
2019
Convention.
अधिनियमित किया है और
Around
हांगकांग
90
इंटरनेशनल
ship
कन्वेंशन तक
recycling yards
अपनी
at Alang in
पहुंच कायम
Gujarat
की है।
have already
गुजरात के
achieved
अलंग में
HKC
स्थित लगभग
compliant
90
certificates.
रिसाइकलिंग यार्ड्स को
Efforts will be
पहले
made
ही
to bring more
HKC
ships to
अनुपालन
India
सर्टिफिकेट
from
प्राप्त
Europe
हो
and
गया है।
Japan.
यूरोप और जापान
Recycling
से और अधिक
capacities of
जहाजों को
around
भारत में लाने के लिए प्रयास
4.5
किए
million
जाएंगे।
light
रिसाइकलिंग
displacement ton
कैपेसिटी जो कि
LDT
लगभग 4.5
will be
मिलियन
doubled by
लाइट
2024.
डिस्प्लेसमेंट टन LDT
This
है,
is expected to
वो
generate an
2024
additional
तक दोगुना कर दिया जाएगा।
1.5 lakh
इसके लिए
jobs
हमारे
for our
युवाओं
youth.
के लिए 1.5 लाख अधिक नौकरियों के पैदा होने का अनुमान है।
Petroleum and natural gas.
पेट्रोलियम और
Our
प्राकृतिक
government has kept
हमारी
fuel
सरकार
supplies
ने
running across the country
COVID-19
without
लॉकडाउन की अवधि में
interruption
भी देश भर
during
में
the
ईंधन की
COVID-19
आपूर्ति बनाए
lockdown
रखी है।
period. Taking note of
लोगों
crucial
के
nature,
जीवन में इस क्षेत्र
taking
के
note of the
अत्यंत
crucial nature of the
महत्वपूर्ण
sector
स्थिति को
in
देखते
people's
हुए
lives,
निम्नलिखित
the following
प्रमुख
key
कदमों की
initiatives
घोषणा
are being
की जा रही
announced.
है।
1.
पहला,
Ujjwala scheme,
उज्ज्वला
which has
scheme
benefited
जिसका
8
लाभ
crore households,
8 करोड़
will be
परिवारों को
extended
हुआ
to
है,
cover
का
1
इस
crore
हद तक
more
विस्तार किया
beneficiaries.
जाएगा कि इसमें 1 करोड़ और लाभार्थी शामिल किए जा सकें।
We will add 100 more districts
हम
in next 3
अगले
years
3
to
वर्षों
the
में
city
100
gas
और अधिक
distribution
जिलों को
network.
सिटी गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क से जोड़ देंगे।
A gas pipeline project will be
जम्मू
taken up
व
in the
कश्मीर
union
संघ
territory of
राज्य क्षेत्र
Jammu
में
and
एक
Kashmir.
गैस पाइपलाइन परियोजना शुरू की जाएगी।
An independent gas
एक
transport
स्वतंत्र
system
गैस
operator
ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम ऑपरेटर का गठन किया जाएगा,
will be set up
जिससे
for facilitation and
बिना
coordination
किसी
of booking
भेदभाव
of
के
common
खुली
carrier
पहुंच के आधार
capacity
पर सभी प्राकृतिक गैस
in all
पाइपलाइनों
natural
की
gas
common
pipelines
carrier capacity
on a
की
non-discriminatory
booking में सुविधा
open
प्रदान की जा
access
सकेगी
basis.
और समन्वय स्थापित किया जा सकेगा।
Financial capital.
वित्तीय
I
पूंजी
propose to consolidate the provisions
हम
of the
SEBI
SEBI Act 1992, Depositories Act 1996, Securities Contracts Regulation Act 1956, and Government Securities Act 2007 into a rationalized single securities markets code.
एकल सिक्योरिटीज मार्केट
The government would support the development of a world-class fintech hub at the GIFT IFSC.
IFSC में एक विश्व स्तरीय
To instill
या
confidence
fintech hub
amongst
विकसित
the
करने के लिए
participants
अपना
in
समर्थन
corporate
देने को
bond
तैयार है।
market during
इस
times
दबाव
of
के वक्त
stress
में
and to
corporate
generally
bond
enhance
market में
secondary
भागीदारों
market
के बीच
liquidity,
विश्वास पैदा
it is
करने के
proposed to
लिए
create a
और
permanent
सामान्यतः
institutional
secondary
framework.
market liquidity
The
को
proposed
बढ़ाने
body
के
would
लिए
purchase
एक अस्थायी
investment
संस्थागत
grade
framework
debt
तैयार
securities
किए
both
जाने
in the
का
stressed and
प्रस्ताव
normal
है।
times and help in the development of the bond market. In the budget 2018-19, government had announced its intent to establish a system of regulated gold exchanges in the country. For the purpose, SEBI will be notified as the regulator and Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority will be strengthened to set up a commodity market ecosystem arrangement including vaulting, assaying, logistics, etc., in addition to warehousing. Towards investor protection, I propose to introduce an investor charter as a right of all financial investors across all financial products. To give a further boost to the non-conventional energy sector, I propose to provide additional capital infusion of 1,000 crores to Solar Energy Corporation of India and 1,500 crores to Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. I propose to amend the Insurance Act 1938
बीमा क्षेत्र
to
में
increase the
FDI
permissible
को
FDI
बढ़ावा
limit
देने के लिए
from
मेरा प्रस्ताव
49%
बीमा अधिनियम
to 74% in
1938 में
insurance
संशोधन किया जाता है,
companies
जिससे इसके लिए बीमा
and
कंपनियों
allow foreign
की FDI
ownership
सीमा को
and
50%
control
से
with
बढ़ाकर
safeguards.
74% की जा सके
Under
और
the new
सुरक्षा
structure,
उपायों को
the
अपनाते
majority
हुए
of
विदेशी
directors
स्वामित्व
on the
और
board
नियंत्रण को
and
स्वीकृति
key
दी जा
management
सके। इस
persons
नई संरचना
would
के
be
अंतर्गत
resident
बोर्ड के ज्यादातर
Indians,
निवेशक और
with at
प्रबंधन
least
से जुड़े
50%
प्रमुख
of
व्यक्ति
directors
रेजिडेंट इंडियन
being
होंगे, जिनमें
independent
कम से कम
directors
50%
and
में
specified
निदेशक, स्वतंत्र
percentage of
निदेशक
profits
होंगे और लाभ
being
का एक विशेष
retained
प्रतिशत
as general
सामान्य रूप से
reserve.
आरक्षित रखा जाएगा।
Stressed asset resolution by setting up
एक
a
नई
new
संरचना को
structure.
स्थापित करके तनावग्रस्त
The high
परिसंपत्ति
level
का
of
समाधान,
provisioning
सार्वजनिक
by
क्षेत्र के बैंक अपने
public sector banks
संकटग्रस्त
of their
परिसंपत्ति के
stressed
लिए
assets
उच्च स्तर
calls
का
for a
प्रावधान
measure
कर सके,
to
इसके
clean up
लिए
the
ऐसे
bank
उपाय की
books.
जरूरत है
An
जिससे
asset
बैंक के
reconstruction
बही खाते
company
ठीक हो
limited
सके।
and
एक
asset
asset
management
reconstruction
company
company
would be
limited
set
और
up
asset
to
management
consolidate
company का
and
गठन
take
किया
over the
जाएगा, जिससे
existing
वर्तमान के
stressed
तनावग्रस्त
debt
ऋणों को समेकित
and
किया जा
then
सके
manage
और उसे
and
अपने
dispose
हाथों
of
में
the
लिया जा
assets
सके,
to
फिर उसके
alternative
बाद उस
investment
परिसंपत्ति
funds
का
and
वैकल्पिक
other
निवेश को
potential
उसमें
investors
निपटान
for
किया जा सके
eventual
और अन्य
value
सक्षम निवेशकों को
realization.
दिया जा सके ताकि उसका अंतिम मूल्य प्राप्त हो सके।
Recapitalization of PSB
PSE
to further
PSB का
consolidate the financial
पुनर्पूंजीकरण,
capital
PS
capacity
B
of
की वित्तीय
PSBs.
क्षमता को और अधिक
Further
समेकित करने के
recapitalization
लिए
of
वर्ष
20,000
2021-22
crores is
में
proposed
20,000
in
करोड़ रुपए
21-22.
और का पुनः
Deposit
पूंजीकरण
insurance.
किए जाने का प्रस्ताव है। जमा बीमा
Last year,
पिछले वर्ष
government had approved
सरकार ने
an
बैंक
increase
ग्राहकों
in
के
the
लिए
deposit insurance
डिपॉजिट
cover
बीमा कवर को
from
1
1
लाख
lakh
रुपए
rupees
से
to
बढ़ाकर
5 lakhs
5 लाख
for
रुपए
bank
तक
customers.
कर दिए
I
जाने के
shall
लिए
be
अपनी मंजूरी
moving
दे दी थी।
amendments
हम इसी सत्र
to
में
DICGC Act
DICGC
1961
में
in
संशोधन
this
करने
session
का
itself
प्रस्ताव लाएंगे,
to streamline
जिससे
the
कि इसके
provision
प्रावधानों को
so that if a bank is
streamline
temporarily
किया जा सके,
unable to
ताकि
fulfill
यदि
its
कोई बैंक
obligations,
अस्थायी रूप से
the
अपने
depositors
दायित्वों
of
का
such
निर्वहन
bank
करने में असफल हो
can get
जाता है,
easy
तो ऐसे
and
बैंक में जमा
time-bound
करने वाले
access to their
व्यक्ति आसानी
deposits
से समय
to the
पूर्वक
extent of the
अपनी जमा
deposit
राशि को इस सीमा
insurance
तक
cover.
प्राप्त कर सकें
This would
जिस
help
सीमा तक वह
depositors
बीमा
of
कवरेज
banks
के
that are
अंतर्गत
currently
आती हो।
under
इससे
stress.
बैंक के उन जमाकर्ताओं को मदद मिल
To
सकेगी
improve credit
जो कि
discipline
इस समय
while continuing to
तनावग्रस्त हैं।
protect the interest of small borrowers
छोटे-मोटे
for
कर्जदारों के हितों को
NBFCs
सुरक्षा प्रदान
with
करने के
minimum asset
साथ-साथ
size of
क्रेडिट
100
की
crores,
व्यवस्था में सुधार
the
लाने के
minimum
लिए
loan size
NBFC
eligible
के
for
लिए
debt recovery
जिसकी न्यूनतम
under the
परिसंपत्ति 100 करोड़ रुपए तक की हो
securitization and
सकती है,
reconstruction of financial assets
securitization
and
reconstruction
Enforcement
और
of Security
financial
Interests
assets and
SARFAESI Act
enforcement of
2002,
securities
it is
interest
proposed to be
Act
reduced
2002
from the
के अंतर्गत
existing
ऋण
level of
वसूली के
50
लिए
lakhs
पात्र
to
न्यूनतम
20
ऋण की
lakhs.
सीमा को 50 लाख रुपए के वर्तमान स्तर
Company
से कम करके
matters.
20 लाख रुपए तक
The
करने का प्रस्ताव किया जा रहा है।
decriminalization
कंपनी
of the procedural
कंपनी
and
अधिनियम
technical
2013 के
compoundable
अंतर्गत
offences
प्रक्रियागत और
under
तकनीकी रूप
Companies
से
Act
समन किए जाने
2013
वाले अपराधों
is
को
now
समाप्त किए
complete.
जाने का काम अब पूरा
I
हो
now
गया है।
propose to
अब
take
हमारा
up
प्रस्ताव Limited
decriminalization of the Limited
Partnership
Liability Partnerships Act
2008 को
2008.
अपराध मुक्त बनाने के लिए अगला कदम उठाए जाने का है।
Honorable Speaker, I
माननीय
propose
अध्यक्ष
to
महोदय,
revise
मेरा
the
कंपनी
definition
अधिनियम 2013 के
under the
अंतर्गत
Companies
लघु
Act
कंपनियों की परिभाषा में संशोधन करने का प्रस्ताव है।
2013 for small companies by increasing the threshold for paid up capital from not exceeding 50 lakh to not exceeding 2 crores and turnover from not exceeding 2 crores to not exceeding 20 crores. This will benefit more than 2 lakh companies in easing their compliance requirements. As a further measure which directly benefits startups and innovators, I propose to incentivize the incorporation of one-person companies by allowing one-person companies to grow without any restriction on paid-up capital and turnover, allowing their conversion into any other type of company at any time, reducing the residency limit for an Indian citizen to set up an one-person company from 182 days to 120 days, and allow also non-resident Indians to incorporate OPCs in India. This will be a big boost for startups. To ensure faster resolution of cases, the NCLT framework will be strengthened, e-court system shall be implemented, and alternate methods of debt resolution and special framework for MSMEs shall be introduced. During the coming fiscal, we will be launching data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning driven MCA 2.1 version to MCA 21 version 3.0. MCA 21 version 3.0. This version 3.0 will have additional modules for e-scrutiny, e-adjudication, e-consultation, and compliance management. Disinvestment and strategic sale. In spite of COVID-19, we have kept working towards strategic disinvestment. A number of transactions, namely BPCL, Air India, Shipping Corporation of India, Container Corporation of India, IDBI Bank, Bharat Earth Movers Limited, Pawan Hans, Neelachal Ispat Nigam Limited, among others, would be completed in 21-22. Other than IDBI Bank, we propose to take up the 2 public sector banks and 1 general insurance company in the year 21-22. This would require legislative amendments, and I propose to introduce the amendments in this session itself. In 21-22, we would also bring the IPO of LIC, for which I am bringing the requisite amendments in this session itself. In the Atmanirbhar package, I had announced that we will come out with a policy of strategic disinvestment of public sector enterprises. I'm happy to inform the House that the government has the government has approved the said policy. The policy provides a clear roadmap for disinvestment in all non-strategic and strategic sectors. We have kept 4 areas that are strategic, where bare minimum CPSEs will be maintained and rest privatized. In the remaining sectors of all CPSEs will be privatized. The main highlights of the policy are mentioned in Annexure 3. To fast forward the disinvestment policy, I'm asking NITI to work out on the next list of center public sector companies that would be taken up for strategic disinvestment. To similarly incentivize states to take to disinvestment of their public sector companies, we will work out an incentive package of central funds to states. Idle assets will not contribute to Atmanirbhar Bharat. The non-core assets largely consist of surplus land with government ministries and departments and public sector enterprises. Monetizing of land can either be by way of direct sale or concession, or by similar means. This requires special abilities, and for this purpose, I propose to use a special purpose vehicle in the form of a company that would carry out this activity. In order to ensure timely completion of closure of sick or loss-making CPSEs, we will introduce a revised mechanism that will ensure timely closure of such units. I have estimated 1,75,000 crores as receipts from disinvestment in BE 21-22. Government financial reforms. Under the Treasury single account, the TSA system, autonomous bodies directly draw funds from the government's account at the time of actual expenditure, saving interest costs. We will extend the TSA system for universal application from 21-22. On the recommendation of the 15th Finance Commission, we have undertaken a detailed exercise to rationalize and bring down the number of centrally sponsored schemes. This will enable consolidation of outlays for better impact. The government is committed to the development of multi-state cooperatives and will provide all support to them. To further streamline the ease of doing business for cooperatives, I propose to set up a separate administrative structure for them. So the third pillar of Atmanirbhar Bharat, inclusive development for aspirational India. Honorable Speaker, sir, under this pillar, I will cover agriculture and allied sectors, farmers' welfare and rural India, migrant workers and labor, and financial inclusion. Agriculture. Our government is committed to the welfare of farmers. The MSP regime has undergone a sea change to assure price that is at least 1.5 times the cost of production across all commodities. The procurement has also continued to increase at a steady pace. This has resulted in increase in payment to farmers substantially. In case of wheat, a total amount paid to farmers in 2013-14, Honorable Speaker, sir, the data that I give now is important for all honorable members to kindly hear. In case of wheat, the total amount paid to farmers in 2013-14 was 33,874 crores. In 2019-20, it was 62,802 crores. And even better, Honorable Speaker, in 2020-2021, this amount paid to farmers was 75,060 crores. Honorable Speaker, again an important fact, the number of wheat growing farmers that were benefited increased in 2020-21 to 43.36 lakhs compared to 35.57 lakhs in 2019-20. That much of an increase within 1 year. For paddy, again an important data. For paddy, the amount paid in 2013-14 was 63,928 crores. In 2019-20, this increased to 1,41,930 crores. Even better, in 2020-2021, in 2020-21, this is further estimated, and I'm saying this is further estimated because the procurement is ongoing, and therefore I can't give you the final figure. This is further estimated to increase to 1,72,752 crores. The number of farmers benefited increased from 1.24 crores in 2019-20 to 1.54 crores in 2020-21. In the same way, Honorable Speaker, sir, in the case of pulses, the amount paid in 2013-14 was 236 crores. In 2019-20, this was increased to 8,285 crores. Now, Now in 2021, it is at 10,530 crores, more than 40 times increase from 2013-14. The receipts to cotton farmers have seen a stupendous increase from 90 crores in 2013-14 to 25,974 crores in, I'm giving you data as of 27th January 2021, this is bound to increase. From 90 crores for cotton farmers in 2013-14 to 25,974 crores in 2021. All the details in complete narration is available in Annexure 4 to my speech. Early this year, Honorable Prime Minister had launched the Swamitwa scheme. Under this, a record of rights is being given to property owners in villages. Up till now, about 1.80 lakh property owners in 1,241 villages have been provided cards. I propose during 21-22 to extend this to cover all states and union territories. To provide adequate credit to our farmers, I have enhanced the agricultural credit target to 16.5 lakh crores in this year. We will focus on ensuring increased credit flow to animal husbandry, Pashupalan, dairy, and to Matsyakar, to the fisheries. We are enhancing the allocation to the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund from 30,000 crores to 40,000 crores. The Micro Irrigation Fund, with a corpus of 5,000 crores, has been created under NABARD. I propose to double it by augmenting it by another 5,000 crores. To boost value addition in agriculture and allied products and their exports, the scope of Operation Green Scheme that is presently applicable to only tomatoes, onions, and potatoes will be enlarged to include 22 perishable crops. Around 1.68 lakh crore farmers, around 1.68 crore farmers are registered, and 1.14 lakh crores of rupees trade value has been carried out through e-NAMs, the National Agricultural Market. Keeping in view the transparency and the competitiveness that e-NAM has brought into the agricultural market, 1,000 more mandis will be integrated with e-NAM. Honorable Speaker, sir, with all this, the Agricultural Infrastructure Fund would be made available to the APMCs for augmenting their infrastructure facilities. Fisheries. I'm proposing substantial investments in the development of modern fishing harbors and fish landing centers. To start with, 5 major fishing harbors, Kochi, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Paradip, and Petua Ghat, will be developed as hubs for economic activity. We will also develop inland fishing harbors and fish landing centers along the banks of rivers and waterways. Seaweed farming is an emerging sector with potential to transform the lives of coastal communities. It will provide large-scale employment and additional incomes. To promote seaweed farming and cultivation, I propose a multi-purpose seaweed park to be established in Tamil Nadu. Migrant workers and laborers. We have launched the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme, through which beneficiaries can claim their rations anywhere in the country. Migrant workers in particular benefit from the scheme. Those staying away from their families can partially claim their ration where they are stationed, while their family in their native places can claim the rest. I'm happy to inform you that One Nation, One Ration Card plan is under implementation by 32 states and union territories, reaching about 69 crore beneficiaries. That's a total of 86% beneficiaries covered. The remaining 4 states and UTs will be integrated in the next few months. To further extend our efforts towards the unorganized labor force, migrant workers in particular, I propose to launch a portal that will collect relevant information on gig workers, building and construction workers, among others. This will help formulate health, housing, skill, insurance credit, and food schemes for all migrant workers. We will conclude a process that began 20 years ago with the implementation of the 4 labor codes. For the first time globally, social security benefits will be extended to gig and platform workers. Minimum wages will apply to all categories of workers, and they will all be covered by the Employees State Insurance Corporation. Women will be allowed to work in all categories and also in the night shifts with adequate protection. At the same time, compliance burden on employers will be reduced with a single registration and licensing and online returns. Financial inclusion. To further facilitate credit flow under the scheme of Stand Up India for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and also women, I propose to reduce the margin money requirement from 25% to 15% only, and to also include loans for activities in allied sectors in allied activities in agriculture. We have taken a number of steps to support the MSME sector. In this budget, I have provided 15,700 crores to this sector, more than double of the last year's BE. Honorable Speaker, sir, I now go to the 4th pillar, reinvigorating human capital. The national education policy announced recently has had good reception. In school education, more than 15,000 schools will be qualitatively strengthened to include all components of the national education policy. They shall emerge as exemplar schools in their regions, hand-holding and mentoring other schools to achieve the ideals of policy. 100 new Sainik schools will be set up in partnership with NGOs, private schools, and states. Higher education. In Budget 2019-20, I had mentioned about the setting up of a higher education commission in India. We would be introducing the legislation this year to implement the same. It will be an umbrella body having 4 separate vehicles for standard setting, accreditation, regulation, and funding. Many of our cities have various institutions, universities, and colleges supported by the Government of India. Hyderabad, for example, has about 40 major institutions. In 9 such cities, we will create a formal umbrella structure so that these institutions can have better synergy while also retaining their internal autonomy. A GLUE grant will be set aside for this purpose. For accessible higher education in Ladakh, I propose to set up a central university in Leh. The other important projects to be taken up as a part of the NEP are listed in Annexure 5. Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes welfare. We have set ourselves a target of establishing 750 Eklavya model residential schools in our tribal areas. I propose to increase the unit cost of each such school from 20 crores, which is what it is now, to 38 crores, and for hilly and difficult areas to 48 crores. This would help creating robust infrastructure facilities for our tribal students. We have revamped the post-metric scholarship scheme for the welfare of scheduled caste students. I have also enhanced the central assistance in this regard. We are allotting 35,219 crores for 6 years till 25-26 to benefit 4 crores scheduled caste students. Skilling. In 2016, we had launched the National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme. The government proposes to amend the Apprenticeship Act with a view to further enhancing apprenticeship opportunities for our youth. We will realign the existing scheme of National Apprenticeship Training Scheme for providing post-education apprenticeship training of graduates and diploma holders in engineering. Over 3,000 crores will be provided for this purpose. An initiative is underway, Honorable Speaker, in partnership with the United Arab Emirates to benchmark skill qualifications, assessment, and certification, accompanied by the deployment of certified workforce. We also have a collaborative intertraining program between India and Japan to facilitate transfer of Japanese industrial and vocational skills, techniques, and knowledge. We will take forward this initiative with many more countries also. Innovation and R&D. In my budget speech of 2019, I had announced the National Research Foundation. We have now worked out the modalities, and the NRF outlay will be of 50,000 crores over 5 years. It will ensure that the overall research ecosystem in the country is strengthened with focus on identified national priority thrust areas. There has been a manifold increase in digital payments in the recent past. To give a further boost to digital transactions, I earmarked 1,500 crores for a proposed scheme that will provide financial incentive to promote digital mode of payment. We will undertake a new initiative, National Language Translation Mission. This will enable the wealth of governance and policy-related knowledge on the internet being made available in major Indian languages. The new Space India Limited, a PSU, under the Department of Space, will execute the PSLV CS-51 launch, carrying the Amazonia satellite from Brazil, along with a few smaller Indian satellites. As part of the Gaganyaan mission activities, 4 Indian astronauts are being trained on generic spaceflight aspects in Russia. The first unmanned launch is slated for December 2021. Our oceans are a storehouse of living and non-living resources. To better understand this realm, we will launch a deep ocean mission with a budget outlay of more than 4,000 crores over 5 years. This mission will cover deep ocean survey exploration and projects for the conservation of deep sea biodiversity. I come to the 6th pillar, Honorable Speaker, minimum government, maximum governance. Honorable Speaker, sir, this is the last of the 6 pillars. This will outline plans for reforms in one of our core principles of minimum government, maximum governance. We have taken a number of steps to bring reforms in tribunals in the last few years for speedy delivery of justice. Continuing with the reforms process, I now propose to take further measures to rationalize the functioning of tribunals. We have introduced the National Commission for Allied Healthcare Professionals bill in Parliament. National Commission for Allied Healthcare Professionals Bill in the Parliament, with a view to ensure transparent and efficient regulation of 56 allied healthcare professionals. Additionally, to bring about transparency, efficiency, and governance reforms in the nursing profession, the National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill will be introduced by the government for passing. To have ease of doing business for those who deal with government or CPSEs and carry out contracts, I propose to set up a conciliation mechanism and mandate its use for quick resolution of contractual disputes. This will instill confidence in private investors and contractors. Honorable Speaker, sir, the forthcoming census could be the first digital census in the history of India. For this monumental milestone marking task, I have allocated 3,768 crores in this year, 21-22. Honorable Speaker, Goa is celebrating the Diamond Jubilee year of the state's liberation from Portuguese rule. From the Government of India's side, I propose to grant 300 crores to the Government of Goa for the celebrations. I propose to provide 1,000 crores for the welfare of tea workers, especially women and children in Assam and West Bengal. A special scheme will be devised for the same. Fiscal position. Fiscal position. In these last few paragraphs of part A of my speech, I draw the attention of this august House to the fact that at the beginning of the current financial year, the pandemic's impact on the economy resulted in a weak revenue inflow. This was combined with high expenditure to provide essential relief to vulnerable sections of the society, especially the poor, the women, scheduled castes, and scheduled tribes. Unlike many other countries, we opted for a series of medium-sized packages during the pandemic so that we could calibrate and target our response according to the evolving situation. Once the health situation stabilized and the lockdown was being slowly lifted, we switched to ramping up government spending so as to revive domestic demand. As a result, against an original BE expenditure of 30.42 lakh crores for 2020-21, our RE estimates are 34.50 lakhs, 30.42 now within the year going up to 34.5 lakh crores. We have maintained quality of expenditure. The capital expenditure estimated in the RE is 4.39 lakh crores as against 4.12 lakh crores in the BE stage. So the beginning of the year, we had marked only 4.12 lakh, whereas it is 4.39 lakh crores as we end the year. Fiscal deficit in RE 2020-2021 is pegged at 9.5% of the GDP. Fiscal deficit in RE 2020-2021 is pegged at 9.5% of GDP. We have funded this through government borrowings, multilateral borrowings, small saving funds, and short-term borrowings. We would need another 80,000 crores, for which we would be approaching the market in these 2 months. we would be needing another 80,000 crores for which we would be approaching the markets in these 2 months. To ensure that the economy is given the required push, our BE estimates for expenditure in 21-22 are 34.83 lakh crores. This includes 5.54 lakh crores as capital expenditure, an increase of 34.5% over the BE figure of 2020-2021. The fiscal deficit in BE 21-22 is estimated to be 6.8% of the GDP. The gross borrowing from the market for the next year would be around 12 lakh crores. We plan to continue with our path of fiscal consolidation and intend to reach the fiscal deficit level below 4.5% of the GDP by 2025-2026, with a fairly steady decline over the period. We hope to achieve the consolidation by first increasing the buoyancy of tax revenue through improved compliance, and secondly, by increased receipts from monetization of assets, including public sector enterprises and land. The Contingency Fund of India is being proposed to be augmented. The Contingency Fund of India is being proposed to be augmented from 500 crores to 30,000 crores through Finance Bill. In accordance with the views of the 15th Finance Commission, we are allowing a normal ceiling of net borrowing for the states at 4% of GSDP for the year 21-22. A portion of this ceiling will be earmarked to be spent on incremental capital expenditure. Additional borrowing ceiling of 0.5% of the GSDP will also be provided, subject to conditions. States will be expected to reach a fiscal deficit of 3% of GSDP by 2023-24, as recommended by the 15th Finance Commission. In the July 2019-20 budget, I introduced the Statement 27 on extra budgetary resources. It disclosed the borrowings of the government agencies that went towards funding Government of India schemes and whose repayment burden was on the government. In my 2020-21 budget, I enhanced the scope and coverage of that statement by including the loans provided by government to the FCI, the Food Corporation of India. Taking a step further in this direction, I propose to discontinue the NSSF loan to FCI for food subsidy, and accordingly, budget provisions have been made in RE 2020-21 and in the BE 2021-22. The extra budgetary resource details are at Annexure 6. We know that the FRBM Act mandates fiscal deficit of 3% of GDP to be achieved by 31st March 2020-2021. The effect of this year's unforeseen and unprecedented circumstances has necessitated the submission of a deviation statement under Sections 4 of Subclause 5 and Section 7, Subclause 3b of the FRBM Act, which I'm laying on the table of the House as part of the FRBM documents. Towards achieving central government fiscal deficit along the broad path that I have already indicated, I will be introducing an amendment to the FRBM Act. Honorable Speaker, on the 9th of December 2020, the 15th Finance Commission submitted its final report covering the period 2021 to 2026 to the Rashtrapati Ji. The government has laid the Commission's report along with the explanatory memorandum in the Parliament, retaining the vertical shares of the states at 41%. We recognize our commitment to fiscal federalism and propose, therefore, to adhere to this recommendation. Jammu and Kashmir in the 14th Finance Commission was entitled to get devolution being a state. Now the funds of the UTs of Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh would be provided by the centre. I have also provided on the Commission's recommendation 1,18,452 crores as revenue deficit grant to 17 states in 21-22, as against 74,340 crores to 14 states in 2020-21. Honorable Speaker, I would now move to Part B of my speech. Honorable Speaker, the world is facing a serious challenge of the pandemic and its aftershock. In these trying times, when many economies are struggling to revive, our people and our industry have exhibited remarkable resilience. As I mentioned already, post-pandemic, a new world order seems to be emerging, one in which Asia is poised to occupy a prominent position, and India will have a leading role therein. In this scenario, our tax system has to be transparent, efficient, and should promote investments and employment in our country. At the same time, it should put minimum burden on our taxpayers. I borrow the words of Thiruvalluvar, the saint. ஏற்றலும் ஈட்டலும் காத்தலும் காத்த வகுத்தலும் நல்ல வல்லதரசு. A king or a ruler is the one who creates and acquires wealth, protects and distributes it for common good. Tirukkural. Direct tax proposals. Keeping this in mind, the words of Tirukkural, our government introduced a series of reforms in the direct tax system for the benefit of our taxpayers and economy. Few months prior to the pandemic, in order to attract investments, we slashed our corporate tax rate to make it among the lowest in the world. The dividend distribution tax too was abolished. The burden of taxation on small taxpayers was eased by increasing rebates. In 2020, the return filers saw a dramatic increase to 6.48 crores from 3.31 crores in 2014. In the direct tax administration, we had recently introduced the faceless assessment and faceless appeal. I now seek to take further steps to simplify the tax administration, ease compliance, and reduce litigation. Relief to senior citizens. I begin my direct tax proposals by offering my pranam to our senior citizens. Many of them, despite having foregone several basic necessities of their own, have strived to build our nation. Now in the 75th year of independence of our country, when we continue our endeavor with renewed vigor, we shall reduce compliance burden on our senior citizens who are 75 years of age and above. For senior citizens who only have pension and interest income, I propose exemption from filing their income tax returns. The paying bank will deduct the necessary tax on their income. Reduction in time for income tax proceedings. This is a very key announcement, if you ask me. Honorable Speaker, presently an assessment can be reopened up to 6 years and in serious tax fraud cases for up to 10 years. As a result, taxpayers have to remain under uncertainty for a very long time. I therefore propose to reduce this time limit for reopening of assessments to 3 years from the present 6 years. In serious tax evasion cases too, only where there is evidence of concealment of income of 50 lakh or more in a year. In serious tax evasion cases too, only where there is evidence of concealment of income of 50 lakh or more in a year can the assessment be reopened up to 10 years. Even this reopening can be done only after the approval of the Principal Chief Commissioner, the highest level of Income Tax Department. Setting up the Dispute Resolution Committee. Honorable Speaker, it has been the resolve of this government to reduce litigation which mars the present taxation system. The government came out with the Direct Taxation Vivad Se Vishwas scheme to give taxpayers an opportunity to settle long-pending disputes and be relieved to further strain on their time and resources. The response from taxpayers has been the best ever, as over 110,000 taxpayers have already opted to settle tax disputes of over 85,000 crores under the scheme. To further reduce litigation for small taxpayers, I propose to constitute a dispute resolution committee for them, which will be faceless to ensure efficiency, transparency, and accountability. Anyone with a taxable income up to 50 lakh and disputed income up to 10 lakh shall be eligible to approach the committee. Faceless IT-AT. For ease of compliance and to reduce discretion, we are committed to make the taxation processes faceless. The government has already introduced faceless assessment and appeal this year. The next level of income tax appeal is the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. I now propose to make this tribunal faceless. We shall establish a national faceless Income Tax Appellate Tribunal Center. All communication between the tribunal and the appellant shall be electronic. Where personal hearing is needed, it shall be done through video conferencing. Relaxations to NRI. When non-resident Indians return to India, they have issues with respect to their accrued incomes in their foreign retirement accounts. This is usually due to mismatch in taxation period. They also face difficulties in getting credit for Indian taxes in foreign jurisdictions. I propose to notify rules for removing their hardship of double taxation. Exemption from audit. Currently, if your turnover exceeds 1 crore, you have to get your accounts audited. In February 2020 budget, I had increased the limit for tax audit to 5 crores for those who carry out 95% of their transactions digitally. To further incentivize digital transactions and to reduce compliance burden, I propose to increase this limit for tax audit for such persons from 5 crores to 10 crores. Relief for dividend. In the previous budget, I had abolished the dividend distribution tax in order to incentivize investment. Dividend was made taxable in the hands of shareholders. Now, in order to provide ease of compliance, I propose to make dividend payment to rate and InvIT exempt from TDS. Further, as the amount of dividend income cannot be estimated correctly by the shareholders for paying advance tax, I propose to provide that advance tax liability on dividend income shall arise only after the declaration or payment of dividend. Also, for the foreign portfolio investors, I propose to enable deduction of tax on dividend income at lower treaty rate. Attracting foreign investment into infrastructure sector. In the last budget, for attracting foreign investment in the infrastructure sector, we had granted 100% tax exemption, subject to certain conditions, to foreign sovereign wealth funds and pension funds on their income from investment in Indian infrastructure. We have noticed that few of such funds are facing difficulties in meeting some of the conditions. In order to ensure that a large number of funds invest in India, I propose to relax some of these conditions relating to prohibition on private funding, restriction on commercial activities, and direct investment in infrastructure. In order to allow funding of infrastructure by issue of zero-coupon bonds, I propose to make notified infrastructure debt funds eligible to raise funds by issuing tax-efficient zero-coupon bonds. Affordable housing and rental housing. This government sees housing for all and affordable housing as priority areas. In July 2019 budget, I provided an additional deduction of interest amounting to 1.5 lakh for loan taken to purchase an affordable house. I propose to extend the eligibility of this condition by 1 more year to 31st March 2022. The additional deduction of 1.5 lakh shall therefore be available for loans taken up to 31st March 2022 for the purchase of affordable houses. Further, to keep up the supply of affordable houses, I propose that the affordable housing projects can avail a tax holiday for 1 more year till 31st March 2022. These are available now for projects also. We are committed to promote supply of affordable rental housing for migrant workers. For this, I propose to allow tax exemption for notified affordable rental housing projects. Tax incentives to IFSC. As I mentioned in Part A of this speech, the government is committed to making the International Financial Services Center in GIFT City a global financial hub. In addition to the tax incentives already provided, I propose to include, among others, tax holiday for capital gains for aircraft leasing companies, tax exemption for aircraft lease rentals paid to foreign lessors, tax incentive for relocating foreign funds in the IFSC, and to allow tax exemption to the investment division of foreign banks located in the IFSC. Pre-filling of returns. Honorable Speaker, in order to ease compliance for the taxpayer, details of salary income, tax payments, TDS, etc., already come pre-filled in income tax returns. To further ease filing of returns, details of capital gains from listed securities, dividend income, and interest from banks, post office, etc., will also be now pre-filled. Relief to small trusts. We hope to reduce compliance burden on small charitable trusts running educational institutions and hospitals. So far, there is a blanket exemption to such entities whose annual receipt does not exceed 1 crore of rupees. I now propose to increase this amount to 5 crores. Labor welfare. We have noticed that some employers deduct the contribution of employees toward provident funds, superannuation funds, and other social security funds, but do not deposit these contributions within the specified time. For these employees, this means a loss of interest or income. In cases where an employer later becomes financially unviable, non-deposit results in a permanent loss for the employees. In order to ensure that employees' contributions are deposited on time, I reiterate that the late deposit of employees' contribution by the employer will not be allowed as deduction to the employer. incentives for startups. In order to incentivize startups in the country, I propose to extend the eligibility for claiming tax holiday for startups by 1 more year, till 31st March 2022. Further, in order to incentivize funding for the startups, I propose to extend the capital gains exemption for investment in startups by 1 more year till 31st March 2022. Sir, I now come to indirect tax proposals, GST. Before I come to my indirect tax proposals, I would like to appraise the House on GST. The GST is now 4 years old, and we have taken several measures to further simplify it. Some of the measures include nil return through SMS, quarterly return and monthly payment for small taxpayers, electronic invoice system, validated input tax statements, pre-filled editable GST return, and staggering of returns filing. The capacity of GST and system has also been enhanced. We have also deployed deep analytics and artificial intelligence to identify tax evaders and fake billers and launched special drives against them. The results speak for themselves. We have made record collections in the last few months. The GST Council has painstakingly thrashed out thorny issues. As chairperson to the Council, I want to assure this House that we shall take every possible measure to smoothen the GST further and to remove anomalies such as inverted duty structure. Custom duty rationalization. Our custom duty policy should have the twin objective of promoting domestic manufacturing and helping India get on to global value chain and export better. The thrust now has to be on easy access to raw materials and exports of value-added products. Towards this, last year, we started overhauling the customs duty structure, eliminating 80 outdated exemptions. I also thank everyone who responded overwhelmingly to a crowdsourcing call for suggestions on this revamp. I now propose to review more than 400 old exemptions this year. I repeat, I now propose to review more than 400 old exemptions this year. We will conduct this through extensive consultations, and from 1st October 2021, we will put in place a revised customs duty structure free of distortions. I also propose that any new customs duty exemptions, therefore, henceforth will have validity up to 31st March, following 2 years from the date of the issue. Electronic and mobile phone industry. Domestic electronic manufacturing has grown rapidly. We are now exporting items like mobiles and chargers. For greater domestic value addition, we are withdrawing a few exemptions on part of chargers and subparts of mobiles. Further, some parts of mobiles will move from nil rate to a moderate 2.5%. Iron and steel. MSMEs and other user industries have been severely hit by a recent sharp rise in iron and steel prices. Therefore, we are reducing customs duty uniformly to 7.5% on semis, flats, and long products of non-alloy, alloy, and stainless steels. To provide relief to metal recyclers, mostly MSMEs, I am exempting duty on steel scrap for a period up to 31st March 2022. Further, I am also revoking ADD and CVD on certain steel products. Also, to provide relief to copper recyclers, I am reducing duty on copper scrap from 5% to 2.5%. Textiles. The textile sector generates employment and contributes significantly to the economy. There is a need to rationalize duties on raw material inputs to man-made textiles. We are now bringing nylon chain on par with polyester and other man-made fibers. We are uniformly reducing the BCD rates on caprolactam, nylon chips, nylon fiber, and yarn to 5%. This will help the textile industry, MSMEs, and also overall exports. Chemicals. We have calibrated customs duty rates on chemicals to encourage domestic value addition and to remove inversions. Apart from other items, we are reducing customs duty on naphtha to 2.5% to correct inversion. Gold and silver presently attract a basic customs duty of 12.5%. Since the duty was raised from 10% in July 19, prices of precious metals have risen sharply. To bring it closer to previous levels, we are rationalizing customs duty on gold and silver. Renewable energy. In Part A, we have already acknowledged that solar energy has huge promise for India. To build up domestic capacity, we will notify a phased manufacturing plan for solar cells and solar panels. At present, to encourage domestic production, we are raising duty on solar inverters from 5% to 20% and on solar lanterns from 5% to 15%. Capital equipment and auto parts. There is immense potential in manufacturing heavy capital equipment domestically. We will comprehensively review the rate structure in due course. However, we are revising duty rates on certain items immediately. We propose to withdraw exemptions on tunnel boring machine. It will attract a customs duty of 7.5% and its parts a duty of 2.5%. We are raising customs duty on certain auto parts to 15% to bring them on par with general rate on auto parts. MSME products. We are proposing certain changes to benefit MSMEs. We are increasing duty from 10 to 15% on steel screws and plastic builder wares. On prawn feed, we increase it from 5 to 15%. We are rationalizing exemption on import of duty-free items as an incentive to exporters of garments, leather, and handicraft items. Almost all of these items are made domestically by our MSMEs. We are withdrawing exemption on imports of certain kinds of leathers as they are domestically produced in good quantity and quality, mostly by MSMEs. We are also raising customs duty on finished synthetic gemstones to encourage domestic processing. Agriculture products to benefit farmers. We are raising customs duty on cotton from nil to 10%, on raw silk and silk yarn from 10 to 15%. We are also withdrawing end-use-based concession on denatured ethyl alcohol. Currently, rates are being uniformly calibrated to 15% on items like maize, bran, rice bran, oil cake, and animal feed additives. There is an immediate need to improve agricultural infrastructure so that we produce more while also conserving and processing agricultural output efficiently. This will ensure enhanced remuneration for our farmers. To earmark resources for this purpose, I propose an agricultural infrastructure and development cess on a small number of items. However, while applying this cess, we have taken care not to put additional burden on consumers on most items. Rationalization of procedures and easing of compliance. For their judicious application, we propose certain changes in the provisioning related to ADD, anti-dumping duty, and CVD, countervailing duty levies. To complete customs investigation, we are prescribing definite timelines. In 2020, we rolled out the Turant Customs Initiative, which brought in faceless, paperless, and contactless customs measures. With effect from September 2020, we have implemented a new procedure for administration of rules of origin. This has helped in putting a check on misuse of FTAs. The specific details of direct and indirect tax changes proposed are listed in the annexure to my speech. Honorable Speaker, sir, with these words, I commend the budget to this august House. Thank you.
आइटम नंबर 1, माननीय मंत्री जी, आइटम नंबर 1।
Sorry, I don't have it with me. Sir, I wish to place on table the 15th Finance Commission report.
आइटम नंबर 3, माननीय मंत्री जी।
Sir, I wish to lay on the table the following statements under Section 3(1) of the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act 2003, the medium-term fiscal policy cum fiscal policy strategy statement and macroeconomic framework statement.